Hey everyone, welcome to Webclass. Today, my name is Russell Brunson.
And my name is Jim Edwards.
And we are so excited to have you guys here. We have tons of you guys registered today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Today, the title of today's presentation is how to get all of your sales letters, your scripts, your webinar slides, your emails, and your ads written in under 10 minutes without hiring an expensive copywriter, even if you hate writing and don't want to learn anything about copywriting. So that's what we're talking about today.
And that's a tall promise and one we aim to deliver on.
The first time we showed this, nobody believed that was actually possible. They're like, Russell, I hired a copywriter before, or I tried to do my own copy. It took me 3 weeks to do my perfect webinar slides, or whatever the excuse is. And then Jim literally did a quick demo, and people just, their minds were blown, and we're gonna do that again today. So stay tuned, you guys are gonna see some really cool stuff, and we're gonna demo a bunch of really cool things, and you guys are gonna love it. So before we get started though, for some people who are coming here who don't have any idea, they've never heard of copywriting before, they don't know what a sales letter is, they just wanna sell stuff online. I wanted to start off with kind of a quote from both of our, one of our original mentors, a guy named Gary Halbert. And Gary Halbert is famous for saying this quote right here. He said, "You're one sales letter away from being rich." And a lot of people don't know what that means, or they've experienced it. I know that I personally experienced it. I know you personally experienced it. And I would love, actually, if you would start by telling your story about the one sales letter that shifted everything for you in your life.
Sure. Well, the first one, I was actually living in a trailer park, and I had been there for, at the time, I'd been there for 5 years. And I'd written a book. It took me 4 years to write the book. And I got rejected by 40 different publishers. It was more than 40, but I stopped counting after 40 because it was just like, boom, boom, oh, my self-esteem was just gone. And I discovered the internet. And I thought to myself, man, could I sell my book on the internet? Could I just go straight to the people and sell it for like $29 or $39? And so I set up this website in 1997, and it was the ugliest freaking website you would ever see in your life. I mean, you're not showing it, but that smiley face was an animated GIF, and but you know, the thing is, I got really good at driving traffic, and I was making some sales. And so, not a ton of sales, but I was making sales. And then I got exposed to the idea of what we call a one-page sales letter. And so I converted that 20-page website over to this one page, which we didn't call it a funnel then, but we would definitely call it a sales letter funnel now. And the day that I switched it over, sales went up 250% overnight. All right. Now, did that make me rich? No, but that took me to an income level where that one funnel was paying for 2 car payments, a house payment, and the electric bill. Now think about what you would do. You're living in a trailer park. All of a sudden you can move out of the trailer park, and this thing on the internet is going to send you enough money to pay for both cars, the house, and electric bill. Would that make you rich? And in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. It's like, we're
It changed everything for you, right?
It changed everything. It changed my finances. It changed my mindset. It changed my belief in myself of what was possible for me and for my family. And I mean, I'm starting to get a little emotional here because this is the one that I'm most proud of. It's not the one that made me the most money, but it's the one I'm most proud of because it changed my life the most of any of the funnels that I ever made. So that's why I wanted to share this one, not to be like, oh, this one made me like $5 million. This one changed my life. So my question to you is, if you could get the sales copy onto a funnel to be able to do what this did for me, would that change your life?
I think a lot of people nowadays, especially, they know about funnels, they start doing things and they create a funnel and they launch it and it doesn't make them money. And it's usually rarely like the funnel didn't work. It's usually the copy didn't work. And like for you, you made a shift from like that to that and it changed everything. I don't know, I've got a dozen stories I could share as well, but the one that was probably the most impactful and scary for me is I'd actually built a company up. It was big at the time, and then everything collapsed. I had to fire 80 employees one night, and I was stressed out. Everything was like collapsing around me, and I was like, I have to figure out like the next thing. What am I going to sell? And we had this product we'd sold for a while, and it sold well, but not ever great. And I was like, I think this is the thing that's going to save our business. I need to sell it, and I didn't. At the time, I wasn't a great copywriter, and I was like, I need to find a really good copywriter. So I found a copywriter he's an amazing copywriter, and I was like, I need you to write a sales letter for me. And it was kind of this funny thing where he normally charged $20,000 for a letter plus percent, like a royalty for the life of the letter. But he was in a kind of a weird thing where he tried to buy his house, and something's falling through, and he messaged me, he's like, well, I need $20,000 today. If you can wire me 20 grand today, I'll write this thing for you. And I didn't have $20,000, but I was like, I knew that again, I'm one sales letter away from being rich. Like if I could get the sales letter, it'd be worth it. So I went and like called my credit card companies, increased my limit, stripped the cash out, and I wired him $20,000 all in a day. He came back and he wrote this sales letter for me. And it was a long, it's hard to show it on a webinar screen, but it was a long form sales letter. He wrote this thing for me. We launched it. And this thing completely got me and my company out of debt. It transformed our business and gave us the ability to not be stressed out about finances. And it's kind of funny, after this whole thing happened is when we had a time to sit down and we started having the idea for Clickfunnels. But this was the thing that got me out of the stress and the debt and firing all my employees and my team and like all the scared and the frustration, all that stuff that happened. This one sales letter was the one that got me out of that. And so this is why we're so passionate about copy. Like I know that if you guys have been if you've been in this game, or if you want to get in this game and you've been trying these things, like the biggest thing keeping you from success is not like I need an amazing product or I need amazing whatever. It's like the words on the page are the most important things. And it doesn't make sense a lot of times at first. And when I got started, I didn't understand the copy part. I was like, I'm gonna make a good product, I'm gonna sell it. And it's amazing what the words on a page will do to make something either sell or not sell. And that's kind of fascinating. And so during today's presentation, we're going to show you guys, instead of paying the 20 grand that I didn't have, like to get my sales letter done, or spending multiple years that you did to learn how to write it, we're going to shortcut it. So we're going to show you guys during this presentation how to get all of your sales letter scripts, webinar slides, emails, and ads all written in under 10 minutes without hiring an expensive copywriter. And these are 3 things we're going to talk about deep here. Number 1, secret number 1 is the number 1 reason why your funnel isn't converting is your copy. 100% of the time. People always come to me, Russell, I need to fix my funnel. Like, is my upsell sequence wrong, or is it like what? And I'm like, your copy sucks. Like almost every single time, that is the reason. Number 2 is you actually don't have to hire a world-class copywriter, which is great for all your pocketbooks. And then number 3 is you also don't have to become a world-class copywriter, which is great for those who don't want to spend 4 years learning the skill. All right, so let's dive into secret number 1. The number 1 reason why your funnel isn't converting is copy. So once again, for those who don't know what copy is this. It's all of the words, right? It's the headlines. It's what I say in the video. It's the words down here. Like all these things are copy. Okay, and the upsells, it's the upsell videos. It's the headline. Like there's just on this page alone, there's like so many different blocks of copy, okay? These are the things that make somebody either give me money or not give me money, okay? So important for you guys to understand, like the words that come out on the video and that is the most important part of the funnel, okay? But copy is also, it's the ads, it's the Facebook ads, right? It's all the things that are happening in the ads. It's also the emails that go out. Like that is what copy is, all the words on all the pages and the funnels and the ads, like that is copy. And it's the most vital, most important thing. The difference between someone who's rich and someone who's broke is their ability to use copy to persuade you to give them money or to click on a link in an ad or whatever that thing might be.
Or to sign up.
Or sign up for whatever they're trying to sell.
Right.
Like that is the magic sauce. And so the only difference today between you guys being broke and your funnel making you rich is good copy. Like you have to understand, like that's it. That's the big domino. If we can tip that down for you and help you understand that, like that is the key, is that if you want to be rich or be broke, the most important thing is the copy, the words on the page, okay? If you shift the words.
Can I say one thing real quick? I mean, literally, guys, you need to understand, an ugly website with great copy will always outperform a beautiful website with crummy copy. I almost said crappy copy, but we wouldn't say that here. But crummy copy, every time it'll outperform it. So everybody who's hung up on graphics and, should it be red or blue and all this other stuff? No, it all starts with great copy, because great copy is what spells the difference between you making sales, getting signups, having people register, whatever it is the purpose of your funnel is. That's what makes it happen. It's nothing else.
That's the key. It's the difference between being a broke marketer and being a rich marketer is good copy. So there you go. All right. So this is the biggest problem though, is you suck at writing copy, and it is not easy. So you took 4 years to learn it. When I first got started in this game, I remember my first funnel, I went out there and it didn't make any money. And so I tried to hire copywriters back then. It was insanely expensive. So I'm like, I have to learn this. I'm like, but I failed English. I hated school. Like, how am I supposed to do this? And I forced myself, and I spent years trying to learn and master and understand it. And we don't want you guys to have to go through that. Especially because most of you guys right now, you may look at some of our sales letters and be like, oh, I can do that. And then you do it and it doesn't actually work. And so that's something to understand. So what is the solution? Should they just go hire a copywriter then if that's...
Sure, I mean, if you've got lots of money that you want to waste, sure, go ahead.
So that's what most people try to do, and some people do. But that leads us to the second secret, which is you don't have to hire a world-class copywriter, okay? And I want to explain why it's probably not the best idea. And the biggest one, obviously, is because really good copy is really, really expensive. And I didn't know what that meant at first when I got started. In fact, this is one of my very first mentors, Mr. Joe Vitale, Mr. Fire. And I remember like when I first learned about this, and I made my first funnel and didn't make any money, and I was like, someone said, you need a copywriter. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a copywriter. I know this guy, Joe Vitale, he's like the great copywriter. So I literally went to his page, MrFire.com. This is still, I pulled this today, like this is still there. I went to his page, and I was like, I'm gonna hire him to write copy for me. And I started looking, it was like, marketing strategy, $150,000. I'm like, oh, I can't afford a strategy. Sales letter, $25,500. And consulting, like press releases, marketing strategies. And I saw this right here, email. For him to write an email for me, it was $5 per word. I was like, do you think he charges $5, like for the little words, like
the conjunctions?
But
I remember looking at it and I was like, I'm not making $5 an hour right now. And he's charging $5 a word. And I remember like, I can't afford that. And I was like, I have to learn this skill, or I have to figure out a way to do it because I can't afford a good copywriter. I can't pay $5 a word, especially for the little words. And so that was like my big conundrum. So for a long time, that's why I decided I had to figure out how to write copy. Now later in my career, I had a chance to actually hire some really good copywriters. And I want to show you, like, it is not cheap. I can show you the wire transfers. This is for our supplement company that we had a couple years ago. I paid Harlan Kilston $20,000 for the sales letter. Okay, this one right here, that was $20,000 for that one. This one right here, $15,000. This one right here is $15,000. This one here is $15,000. This one is $15,000. Now what's interesting is you may look at that and be like, oh cool, well you paid $20,000, Russell made a $500,000 a year business. And it's like, yeah, on one of them, okay, of these 6 right here, only one of the 6 converted. That's what's the big thing to understand. Like they don't always work every single time either.
Yeah, and here's the other thing you need to understand. When you get something back from a copywriter, you're basically getting your first draft. It may be their final draft, but you're getting your first draft. You still have to go through and edit it. You still have to go through and test it. You still have to get it up on the web, and there's no guarantee that it will work. And guess what? Whoever you paid this to has already gotten paid. And they might say, well, you know, and it's amazing the kind of stuff that you'll hear if it's not working. It's like, well, it just must be your audience.
The traffic's not converting.
Yeah, the traffic may not be what you're thinking it should be. And you're going, oh my God, I just paid you 20 grand. And they're just like, hey, well, and call us again for any future copy needs you might have.
Would you like to hire me to fix it? Like, what? Duh. So that's what I understand. Like most of us don't have the abilities to roll the dice on 6 sales letters and hope that 1 out of 6 breaks even, right?
My wife won't let me. No, I'm serious. My wife would not let me do that.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive. Now this is something interesting. I know you did this recently, just almost as a test, but you hired someone to just write emails for you.
This was a test to basically see, okay, what if I was going to go out there and pay full price? And truth be told, I had some family stuff going on. I needed to get some emails done for some new projects, and I said, let me just see how this would go. So I hired a really good copywriter, and he charged me $1,500 for 6 emails. 6 emails, $1,500. That's a lot. And he cut me a break on one of them. It should have been like $1,800 because he rewrote the one and said, here's like a bonus, different version of the one. And I'm just thinking to myself, $1,500 for 6 emails. And the quality, I'm just gonna say, he did a good job, but the quality of them was no better than what Funnel Scripts kicks out. I'm just not saying that because we made Funnel Scripts and I'm totally biased and all that stuff. It was no better than what Funnel Scripts could do. So part of it was a test, part of it was just to make sure that we still had our heads in the game like we should. And there's no way I was going to spend 15 grand to do a test on a sales letter to say, this is just as good as Funnel Scripts. But I stopped the test, and my wife, who is my CFO, we got the invoice, and she's like, what is this invoice from? I never heard of it. What is this for? And I'd been out of town. She's like, what is this for? And I said, it's for some emails. How many emails? I said, 6. You just paid $1,500 for 6 emails? Yes. Why? And I explained it to her, and she's just like, don't do that again. Literally, she said, don't do that again without talking to me first.
That's amazing.
Yes, and that's a true story.
So do you know what I can spend that $1,500 on? A lot of really cool stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it's interesting because we do know that copy is the most important part of the funnel. We also know that it's the most expensive part. And so it's like, what do you do? Like, well, I got to justify it. Like, good copywriters know the value, they know the worth. So we've got to either spend it or we have to figure out some other alternative. So that's what they understand. So the next alternative is like, well, man, like, where else can I hire people from? So I actually went to Upwork recently, and I was like, I want to find, if they were just going to hire copywriters, like, what does that actually cost? And I found a bunch of people. This is Karen. I actually know Karen really well. She's a great copywriter. But look at her, she's $200 an hour to hire her to do copy. So it's like, okay, so you can hire her for a couple hours, or yeah.
Can you write my sales letter in a half an hour for me?
I'm gonna hire you, but you gotta write really fast. She's like, what about the brainstorming time? Like, no, like I'm giving you an hour, right? So there's Karen, there's another one, Jason, there's Diane, there's Danny. Like, these are all great copywriters, but $250 an hour is like how this works. That's the going price for really, really good copy.
Right, and let me explain to you guys how it works working with a copywriter. Here's the process. If they know what they're doing, they're gonna spend a bunch of time with you that you're gonna pay for, okay? Asking you about your product, about you, about your market, about all the things that they're gonna need to know, background. Then they're gonna ask you a bunch of specific questions about the product and the offer and the thing that you're selling. In other words, they'll probably send you a questionnaire that you will fill out, and then they will take your answers and they will put them into their scripts, their blueprints. They call it a swipe file. Every good copywriter has one. And so then they're going to give you back this work that has your information, some of it copied and pasted straight out of your email, into their script, their swipe file, and say, here you go. And you think to yourself, hey, that's the stuff that I said. I could have just written it myself. I'm telling you, that's what happens. Or they don't write it the way you want it, and then so you edit it and say, hey, change this, make this, and so you're editing it for them, and then they send it back to you. So what if we could shortcut that whole process? What if there was a way that you could answer the questions that a professional copywriter would ask you, and instead of waiting 2 weeks for them to drink all their caffeine and get everything out of the way, and when you're at the back of the line, to instantly get your first draft that you can then edit. What if that was possible, Russell? Would that not be amazing?
It'd be amazing. Insanely amazing.
There you go.
Okay, Jim, so my question then is, so if we're not supposed to hire a good copywriter, then is the solution for us just to become a really good copywriter?
Only if you've got 4 years to spare.
Yes, that leads us to our third secret, which is you actually don't have to become a great copywriter either. Now, when I got in this business, I didn't know that, and so I couldn't afford it, so I had to learn it. So this is a picture of me when I was going through my geek out process. A lot of you guys have read the DotComSecrets book. The DotComSecrets book was literally 10 years of my life understanding like what made this convert and that convert, how did it work, and then turning all these concept ideas into scripts and pages and like things that made it simpler and easier for me when I wanted to go and actually write copy or make a webinar or whatever those things might be. And that was, I published inside the DotComSecrets book. Inside here are like, here's the script I use on my landing pages, here's the script I use in my video sales letters, there's my script for my webinar. Like I took all this data from a decade of my life and put it into these really, really simple scripts. The problem was it was still like, now I gave it to all of you guys to take and you're like, okay, here's the script, but then you knew the process to take somebody through, but you still don't know like, how do I write the actual words? And that's when I kind of reconnected with Jim Edwards, who's been a friend now. I mean, we've known each other for over a decade, but a few years ago when Jim got the copy of this book, he's like, Russell's book's great, but I want to take it to the next level.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he did. In fact, there's a picture of us a couple years ago.
Yeah, my beard wasn't nearly as white.
And my double chin's about twice as big, so it's been good.
But literally what happened was I got a hold of a copy of Russell's book, and I had a couple of people tell me, man, this is really good, you need to read it. And we'd seen each other on a cruise, and I read the book, and I was like, this is really good. So all I did was I just Facebook messaged Russell, and I said, hey, dude, your book's really good. And I heard back, he's like, thanks. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I was sitting there, I was thinking, because I'd been developing software for years and doing things. And I said, hey man, I got an idea that I can take all of these scripts inside of DotComSecrets and I can turn this into software. And we can really help a ton of people. We can really make a difference, because if we can take it to the point where people can get the results from your book, literally by filling out a form and whacking a button, they can get what you show them how to get. We can literally change lives, especially when you combine that with the power of Clickfunnels.
And at first I didn't believe him. Like, because I know
he didn't.
I know what goes into writing one of these. It's me for a week to 2 weeks sitting there with a pad of paper, typing and typing and typing to get one of these scripts written. And so he went in his laboratory for literally over a year and went through and took all the DotComSecrets scripts, somehow reverse engineered it to make basic questions. And then he showed me the very first time. He's like, I want you to try this out. So I went and I filled in the first question, the second question. I filled in all these questions, and I didn't feel like I answered everything I would need for this. And then I whacked the button like Jim says, and all of a sudden, boom, popped out this entire script. It took me like, I don't know, maybe 30 to 45 minutes to do what normally would have taken me at least a week and a half to 2 weeks to write on my own, even though I know the process.
It was the perfect webinar, the one that stumped so many people. And you're like, it does. What if it did? It does. It writes the emails. It does the opt-in copy. It does your entire slide deck. It does all your closes. It writes the ads. It does everything. And he's like, this is amazing.
You guys want to see, by the way? We're going to show you some cool stuff here in a second, but it blew my mind. But not only did he do it for the DotComSecrets book, he went through and inside of this cool thing called funnel scripts, he built scripts for everything. Like literally, it's not just your webinar, but it's also for your ads and your follow-ups and your emails and your, like, I have pictures of a million things because literally
this isn't even close to all of them now.
Yeah, there's over 60 scripts. Now, I would love, how many of you guys want to see a demo of how this actually works? You guys want to see this real quick?
Sure. Yes. I do. Well, I'm like answering from. I do.
All right, so Jim's going to demo a couple of these scripts for us right now, some of the most popular ones inside of funnel scripts that people just like you are using every single day to write their ads, get their headlines, to get all these things created. So should we jump in and do a quick demo?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay guys, so what I'm going to do right now is demo for you the Killer Headline Scripts version 2.0, and all of our funnel scripts are set up the same way. All starts with a demo so that you can watch a video on how to get the best out of any particular script. Then what we have is different examples that you can load, and so let's load an example of a realtor. So what all you do is come down here and you answer a bunch of questions. It's never going to ask you a question that you can't know the answer to. So like, who's your niche audience? What's their keyword topic? Who are you? What are you trying to sell? And then you whack the build button, and this is when all the magic happens. Because in this particular case, Russell, let me ask you a question. What if we could write not one cool headline, but like 120 amazing headlines? Would that be great?
It'd be amazing.
Well, let me ask you one other question. In DotComSecrets, you teach everybody about hot, warm, and cold traffic. Hot traffic meaning people that know who you are and about your product. Warm traffic meaning they know there's a solution out there somewhere, they don't know the name of it. Or cold traffic where they don't even know there's a solution, they just know they have a problem. You remember that in your book?
Oh yeah.
Well, what if we could write headlines specifically for specific types of traffic instantly? Would that be cool?
It's so cool.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, not only would we do that, but one of the cool things that we do here is we actually have it set up. So if you want to choose a hot headline, instead of having to scan through a ton of different headlines and they all start looking the same, look at this. When I click this, it starts changing the headline. So this hot headline, breaking news, discover how Mary Jones gives you the exact steps to find a good buyer fast within 1 week, guaranteed. Boom. Awesome. So watch this number up here. See my clip bin? If I click the little shopping cart icon, it adds it to my clip bin, so that I can just go through here and literally collect up all the headlines I want, and then I can download them all at once and then use them to set up tests and other cool stuff inside of Clickfunnels. Now watch this. We got warm headlines. Finally, check out this sample plan to sell a home for top dollar now. Oh, I want that one too. And here's a cold one. Get rid of spending, I don't like that one. How to stop spending weeks on the market and start selling your home for top dollar fast. Oh, yeah. That's a good one, right? Now look down here. Not only that, but we also have them divided up into how-to headlines. How to find a good buyer fast without spending weeks on the market. You like that one?
It's actually really good.
It is actually really good. And you can click the copy button and just go right over to ClickFunnels and paste it right in. So we've got all these different headlines and stuff, but it's even cooler, Russell. You want to see something really neat?
Yeah.
Watch this. We click the Get Results. We come over, you can download everything on the page in text file, or check this out. We click on the DOCX, look at this. You can get all the headlines, or just the hot headlines, or just the warm headlines. And did you see what I just did there? It's all in this Word doc. All the hot headlines, all there in a single doc, just waiting for you, and all of them in there for you to be able. So all the ones as I was clicking through there, click, 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 a new headline every single time. Dude, look at all these amazing headlines. Mary Jones helped you avoid spending weeks on the market. Can you see a realtor using that headline?
What's cool about this too is like we use headlines for so many parts of our marketing. There's a headline on the ad, headline on the landing page, headline on the emails. Like there's so many things, and a lot of times people write one headline and then like that's all their creative juice can handle. It's like now you have hundreds to be able to pick from, and like actually the bigger problem now is you got so many amazing ones, like which ones you actually use as opposed to like, what am I going to write?
Well, that's one of the amazing things about Clickfunnels, because it makes it super easy for you to split test. And me personally, I would rather have a situation where people had too many good headlines to choose from than to spend days coming up with one crappy headline and going, oh God, thank God that's over. Let me move on to the next thing. So that is the killer headline scripts. This is just one of several headline scripts we have inside of Funnel Scripts that will help you create headlines for your opt-in pages, for your sales pages, for your webinars, for any type of funnel page you have. You'll be able to create an amazing headline at the click of a mouse.
All right, so that's the killer headline script. That's one of the 60 plus scripts. That is amazing because we use headlines in so many different areas and different times. Do you want to show us another script? I want to show people like how diverse, how many cool things you can do inside of Funnel Scripts.
Okay, well, let's demo the hook, story, offer script. Now, this is, at this point, this is the crown jewel now of Funnel Scripts, because what this does is so amazing. With all of you, I'm sure have heard Russell talk about hook, story, offer, and this one will take you a little bit longer to fill out. This one will probably take you 60 to 75 minutes to fill out. However, what this gives you is truly amazing, because what this script does is it will give you a script for your entire sales page. Not one, but two, following two different formulas, two completely different ones. It pops out. Plus, it'll write your video sales letter script for you and output it in text, Word, or even the actual PowerPoint slides, which then you can format. But it does it 3 different ways, 3 different links. So literally, you can test 3 different links of video sales letter to find the one that works the best. So I've got a couple of examples in here that you can load. These are actual real pieces of software that I'm selling, that I'm using this to sell. And so the first thing it's going to ask you, what's your hook headline? You're like, well, I don't know. What's my hook? Well, you know what? I've got 3 different scripts that you can load right here to come up with a hook and use that. So you just pop that. It'll open up a new window for you. Use that, come up with your script, come back, boom, pop that in there. And then this is going to ask you a series of questions about your topic, about your story. It's going to ask you about your product or service and your audience. It's going to ask you the 5 big results you give people, 3 reasons to act now. And then it's going to help you assemble your offer stack, which is the secret sauce for this whole thing. Hook, story, offer. You got to have a great offer, but you also got to have a great offer stack. So this walks you step by step through creating your offer stack. It creates compelling, amazing descriptions for every part of your offer. And then it's going to ask you about your pricing and the value. You're going to whack the build button. Are you ready for this, Russell, to see what this does?
Excited.
All right, boom. You click build, and this thing creates your own customized, your entire customized sales page. Complete even with formatting. Here's your offer stack. Here's your money. It even writes your money back guarantee, dude. And it's not, hey, 30-day money back unless you're, no, it writes an amazing guarantee that includes all your hot buttons. It does your summary stack. It does your price drop. It even writes your PS. Now, this is just to show you what you can do. But when you click get results, here's where all the magic is, because see, you click on DOCX, you can download just the sales page, or you can download the different VSL scripts. Let me show you the sales page, and imagine now, let's say you're not setting up your funnel, you're hiring somebody else to do it. Boom, here it is, and all you have to do is just send them the Word doc. Here is, you like that product placement?
Yeah,
who wrote that book?
Somebody's awesome.
So it literally, I mean, it's like it's like, here you go, from the desk of Jim Edwards regarding marketing with hashtags. Hey, I'm Jim Edwards, I'm a copywriter software. I mean, it's you. It puts all your stuff in here, and it follows the pattern. It does all the reasons they should act now. It gives you your offer stack. I mean, literally, this is all you need to set up, especially if you're doing the One Funnel Away challenge. This is the answer to your prayers. But let me show you something else cool it does. Okay, you want to do your video sales letter? Let's say we're going to do the video sales letter. We're going to do the, let's do the problem, agitate, solve, and we're just going to do the short version, okay? So we click that. Look at this. It just made all your, is it okay if I make all your slides for you instantly? Okay, look at this. Boom. And let me just read just a teeny bit of this. I know we want to keep this down, but look at this. Attention entrepreneurs. The following is a message for every entrepreneur who needs to build your social media following but can't seem to get started. Hi, I'm Jim Edwards. I'm a copywriter, software developer who's helped hundreds of thousands of people around the world set up their websites, write their sales copy, sell their products, and drive traffic online for more than 20 years. So I'm here to tell you the truth you need to know about marketing with hashtags. I mean, slide by slide, line by line, it's done. All you got to do is just take an edit pass and this puppy is finished. So look at, I mean, I can't do anything else for you.
I used to spend hours like just copying my script into PowerPoint, like slide by slide by slide by slide. Like that alone just is.
Check this out too though. If you want to use like a teleprompter or something, you can just download this as a text file, open up the text file, and literally just copy and paste this over into the teleprompter, and there's your VSL script, just right there. So this to me, this is the one, I don't, maybe I'm just biased because like the one I've made the most recently is the one I'm the most excited about.
This one does everything. That's the biggest thing. It's like, it's your headline, your offer, your stories, like it's pulling
your
in.
stack.
What normally would take almost like 10 funnel scripts into one to build, this is doing all those things at once.
Yes, and this is just one of the O.F.A scripts. And let me show you okay, so now you got your headlines, right? Or your headline can be a hook, your hook can be a headline. And so now we've got our website done, we've got our funnel copy done. Now what do we need? We need to drive some traffic, right?
Yeah, let's get some ads.
Where does everybody get traffic from now?
Pretty much wherever Zuckerberg decides to let us. So Facebook is the number one.
Well, what if we could write some Facebook ads real quick?
That'd be so fun.
All right, well, again, watch the demo and then load an example. So I loaded the for sale by owner example, just so you can see. What helps is to load an example, whack the button, see how we used it, and then you can go back and say, no, I would say it this way. So as you can see, it's not asking you a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's going to ask you like 6 things, 7 things. You whack the build button, and what's cool about this is that this enables you to build your ad. Instead of it giving you the ad, it gives you the parts to build your ad so that you can choose a headline, you can choose post text, you can choose a description. And here's the other thing that we did. We also divide these into cold, warm, and hot. We do the thinking for you. You don't have to think about, hey, is this hot traffic? Is this warm traffic? Is this cold traffic? What should my headline be? It's like, I got cold traffic, so I need cold headlines, cold post text. So let's go down here to the warm ones, okay? We know people are interested in this. Let's say we know people are interested in selling their house. So here's one right here. Here's great news if you want to get your home sold. Is that a good headline? I think so. Yeah. All right, so we're actually gonna just add this to the clip bin, okay? And so now we got our headline. So now down here, we're gonna need to get some post text. So here's a brand new ebook that reveals 7 ways anybody can get your home sold. You like that one? I mean, dude, you can use any of them. This ebook gives you the simplest way to get your home sold in a single weekend or less. I like that one better. Also good. Okay, boom, so we add that. See what's going on? I'm gonna show you something here, cool. Now we got our description stuff. So must have for sale by owner ebook. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's do that. We'll just add that. Now watch this. We come up here to the clip bin. We're going to select all, and then we're going to click download selected. Some of these are some things I was playing with earlier, but watch, look down here at here's your ad, okay? Here's great news if you want to get your home sold. Let me click this. This ebook gives you the simplest way to get your home sold in a single weekend or less. Must have for sale by owner ebook.
Boom.
Dude,
copy paste that into Facebook and you're ready to rock and roll.
Now again, with length, some of these will get longer depending on how long you answered them. So you're gonna have to edit it down a little bit. But holy crap, imagine you go in the Facebook editor and it's like, man, I gotta write an ad. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Is it lunchtime? Is my wife calling me? What, let me just go look on Facebook. Have you ever done that to procrastinate? It's like, hey, let me go look on Facebook and maybe I'll find some cool ads. And then 3 hours later, why did I go on Facebook? I'll do the ad tomorrow. Boom, we got text here to start with, man. And that's just a teeny tiny piece of what you could build 3 or 4 ads to split test like in 10 minutes. And way less time it would take to hire a copywriter. So that is the actual, that's the Facebook ad script. Now, I also just want to head somebody off the pass too. Facebook has changed their layout like a jillion times, but Facebook ads still work the same way, okay? You need a headline, you need a post text, you need a description. So I don't want to hear from you, Jim, That has changed. You know what? I look good in this picture. I'm not changing this. Okay, that's why I'm doing it. So just as a recap, man, that was the killer headline script. We wrote headlines, quickly split. We created an entire freaking sales presentation and video sales letter. And we wrote our Facebook ads, boom, in less time than it takes to get ripped off at Starbucks with an $8 latte. I mean, I can't do anything else for you guys unless we came to your house, and I can't because my wife won't let me.
All right, are you guys getting this? Do you see how powerful that funnel scripts is? Thank you so much for showing those 3 scripts. Like, so exciting.
Sure, man. I got a bunch more. If we got some time at the end, I'll show you some more.
Very cool. I love it. All right. So I'm going to keep moving on. So this is somebody, Sandy, who's one of our Funnel Scripts members. I want to share her story because I think it's so cool. She said, Funnel Scripts is by far the best investments I ever made in all the purchases for marketing tools over the years for my consulting company. We used to take hours and lots of redos. Now it takes me only a matter of minutes. They're not kidding when they market it that way. The time saving is worth 10 times the cost. Just think of how much your time is worth, and then you'll realize a great price point Funnel Scripts actually is. So, and it keeps going on and on from there. But it is, it's literally everyone who's been using this, and we've got literally thousands and thousands of customers. It takes, again, a process used to take me 2 weeks. I can get done in less than an hour now. And for you guys, especially if you've never done copywriting before, instead of just like writing something and hoping it's good, like you're starting with a proven foundation, proven framework. And just like you said, it's the same thing if you were to hire a copywriter, they're literally have you fill out a form that's pretty identical to that anyway, and then they plug in their own thing and they give you the thing back for 15 grand.
Would it be okay if I shared a dirty little secret?
Let's hear it.
We have people who are Funnel Scripts subscribers who own agencies that take the questions in Funnel Scripts, turn them into Google Forms, send their customers the Google form, have them fill it out, and then they literally copy and paste the answers over into Funnel Scripts. But what they do is they wait a minimum of 2 days before they give it back to the people, because if they did it super fast, no one would believe that they had been working so hard. So literally, that's what they do. We are a lot of copywriters' secret weapon. Yep. And there are some big-time copywriters that actually use Funnel Scripts now to create their first draft.
I know someone who runs a webinar agency and charges $25,000 to write a webinar draft for you, and he literally uses the perfect webinar wizard. So you can just use Funnel Scripts, or you can pay someone 25 grand to have them do the middle. Anyway,
or you can pay us 25 grand and we'll let you get into Funnel Scripts. All right?
It's awesome. All right, so what we covered so far, we covered a lot of things. I want to go through this. Number one, we talked about the number one reason why your funnel isn't converting is because your copy sucks. Like, that's it. So you fix that problem, you fix all the other problems. Like, it is the big domino. If you can knock that down, like, everything else becomes simple in life. All right, number two is you don't have to hire a world-class copywriter. Number three, you don't have to become one. You just have to use Funnel Scripts, and it'll do 99% of the work for you. And then, like you said, you come in, you edit a little bit, and then you got a draft that's ready to rock and roll and start using. So I want to spend a little time going over exactly what people get when they get Funnel Scripts, because right now, like I said, we've got thousands of customers who's changed their life, and I want to talk about everything they get involved, because I know you guys right now are like probably just going crazy, like, I have to have this in my business. So how are you guys okay if we spend a few minutes going over what you guys will get when you invest in Funnel Scripts today?
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Oh, wait, I'm channeling the audience again.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate that. So we're going to go through this really quick. So what you guys are going to get when you invest in Funnel Scripts today, a lot of really, really cool things. First thing you're going to get is unlimited access to Funnel Scripts. Now, this is a big deal, because up until this point, we have never sold unlimited access. We always had yearly fees, monthly fees, like things like that. This is the first time we've ever given you guys unlimited access where you're not paying monthly or yearly. You just get it for forever.
Right. The lawyers won't let us call it lifetime access. That's why we're calling it unlimited access.
But you have unlimited access for the lifetime of the software. Can we say that?
I'm not a lawyer and I don't play one on the internet, but I'm just saying unlimited access. We're saying that because we can't say lifetime access.
To all the Funnel Scripts, all the funnels that are in there. Now, when we first launched Funnel Scripts, we only had...
when we first launched Funnel Scripts, we had 19 online scripts and 2 downloadable scripts. Now we have 6 downloadable wizards, and we have 56 or 57 published. There's more that haven't been published yet.
Wait, there's more.
Online scripts now that we have added to that over the last several years that we've been doing this. So
it's literally like the gift that keeps on giving. Like I said, in the past, everyone had to keep paying for those updates, where now you guys will be getting them inside of Funnel Scripts because you have unlimited access, which is awesome. So let's cover some of these downloadable wizards. There's some amazing ones. So the first one is the Perfect Webinar Wizard. This is by far my favorite, because we kind of developed this whole Perfect Webinar thing. I've made literally over $100 million doing the Perfect Webinar. I've seen so many businesses use this, but it's hard. The offer, almost every objection, planned for it and obliterated. The countdown timer, overwhelming, awesome execution. I don't think I've ever seen a better presentation, bro. You guys are getting that framework. You plug in your stuff, you fill in the forms, you click the button, and you get that entire thing built out for your framework, which is amazing. Natasha used this. She said, I'm so pumped. I literally just learned the perfect webinar thing 2 freaking weeks ago. I already made 11K in sales from it. Outrageous. You are my hero. And then this one is one of my favorites. My friend Nick said it. He sells B2B software, which a lot of people are like, oh, webinar's not going to work for B2B software. So he went to my thing. He's like, I'm just going to try it. He tested it. I got this text from him. He said, 9K in a webinar today. It's like playing a video game with the cheat codes. So that's the power of what you guys are getting here. Just in the one downloadable wizard. But there's more. You also get the Star Story Solution Wizard, which is my framework for how I do my video sales letters. Then you also get the Easy Survey Script Wizard.
This helps you create the verbiage that you use on the front of a survey funnel. So you're able to come up with all the questions that lead them to different parts.
Yeah, so you study Ryan Levesque, read the Ask book, things like that. This is the software that gets all the copy, the questions, all that stuff built out for you, which is insane. The Easy VSL Wizard. This is one of people's favorite ones.
This is the one that people go, oh my goodness, this is going to change my life, because literally in 20 minutes, you fill this thing out and it pops out not one, but 2 different video sales letter scripts based on the 2 most popular and proven formulas in sales copy. One of which is problem, agitate, solve. So this one is the one, whenever we demo it and people see it, they're like, I can't believe that this is even possible, what this is doing.
I still don't know how he does this, like how he reverse, anyway.
I'm weird.
He's weird. Want to talk about the Masterclass Wizard too?
So in Expert Secrets, Russell introduced the concept of the Masterclass and all of the different things that go into establishing yourself as an expert. And one of the things that you need to do is create an asset. Which is in the form of a masterclass, which you can either give away for free or you can charge for, or one of the things you teach is to do it for free, get a bunch of feedback, and then you charge for it. But it's hard to put together a masterclass. So what this wizard does is you literally just go through, answer a few questions, and it will spit out everything you need to promote the masterclass, to conduct the masterclass. It is absolutely down to giving you the slides that you can use in PowerPoint or in Keynote to actually teach the thing, either as a webinar or live.
So not only is this building like the selling parts of it, it's like actually helping you build the content as well. So that's the Masterclass Wizard. We can't go deep in this, but if you were on podcasts or Facebook Lives, there's a wizard for that as well. So these are all the downloadable wizards. We're looking, if you were to hire a copywriter for each one of these, we actually found copywriters and said, what would you charge for this? These are the actual prices for like the low end of it. So we were trying not to make this too over exaggerated. So like, because like I paid 15 grand for video sales letters. We did 2. Anyway, so this is
very conservative.
At least a $60,000 value if you were to hire somebody to write each of these scripts for you.
This is your Upwork level copywriter. This is not your Gary Halbert level copywriter. Okay, this is.
So very conservative, $16,000 value if you just use each of those scripts once. Next then is like, if you've read the .comSecrets book, Jim went through and turned every one of my scripts into scripts. So all these ones we talked about in the $comSecrets book have all become scripts that Jim made. Here's the list of them. I can go through all of them. But again, if you were to hire a copywriter just to fill out this form for you, they would charge you at least this to do it. There's another $16,000 value for all of those scripts. Then the Expert Secrets book, if you read that book, there's a ton of scripts inside of there that we use as well. Jim read the book, and next thing he did, he called me up and was like, I have a gift for you. Your book is now inside of funnel scripts, which was insane. So all these are here, the 5 curiosity hooks, the Ask campaign, the Epiphany Bridge script, like all those scripts are in there as well.
And the funny thing is that Russell initially is like, well, why'd you put them in funnel scripts, dude? I thought we were going to keep those separate and have it as a different product. I said, I was just trying to give everybody a bunch of value.
Is it okay if we over deliver? That's what he kept doing behind my back. So I'm grateful for it. You guys should be grateful for it as well. All the Expert Secret scripts are all in there as scripts. Next one, the One Funnel Away Challenge has been blowing up around the internet. We've been getting 5,000 plus people to join every single time. And the hardest part is like, how do we take all these concepts like hook, story, offer, all those things and do it? You guys demoed earlier the hook, story, offer script. You saw that, but there's other scripts as well you built. So all of these ones to get your hook, your story, your offer figured out. Plus all these other ones are in there as well. So if you're doing the One Funnel Away Challenge, all the scripts that you're trying to figure out on your own, Jim, again, behind my back, built them and plugged them into Clickfunnels, the funnel scripts. They're all in here as well.
Absolutely.
So another $10,000 value if you just hired a copywriter to fill out these forms for you.
I paid for the One Funnel Away Challenge 3 times to go through that thing to be able to create these scripts. So I'm giving you at least $300 worth of value right there. That's a true story.
You probably could have told me. I would have. Anyway, there we go. Plus, on top of that, there's a whole bunch of other scripts that he made that are insane as well, like all of our case study testimonial scripts. We got our bullet point script. We got our advertising scripts so you get ads to drive traffic into your funnels. The content creation scripts, the email scripts, like it goes on. And we can spend 4 hours just explaining all of these.
Can I just tell you one thing? One of the most important things you do with email when you sell in your funnel is to onboard people the right way. And so what we spent a lot of time developing was an 11 email onboarding sequence that you can use to literally become the star of your audience and in their minds, and you're able to deliver it through your autoresponder, through your follow-up funnel. And this one alone is worth $3,300 because it's got 11 emails in it, and they're as good as what somebody was charging $300 for. But just that one alone, thinking about making sales on the back end, establishing yourself, just that one script by itself is worth the entire investment inside.
You want to demo that one at the end? I would love to show it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because emails for me is the most painful part of what I do in business. And the fact you can fill out things, click a button, and 11 emails come out, that's like days and days of time for me. So I want to show that one off. That'd be cool. Okay. Plus you got your titles, your headlines, your subject line. These are cool because like literally Jim went through and found like what are the highest converting headlines of all time, the highest converting subject lines, and took them, reverse engineered them somehow, plugs them into funnel scripts. And now you guys have the chance to like fill in a form, click a button, and it's like you had Gary Halbert, one of the best copywriters of all time, or John Carlton, or me, or Jim, or all these people who like write headlines for a living, like writing all your headlines, and he just hands them to you on a silver platter. All these are different scripts for different types of headlines and subject lines. Sales letter scripts, you have long form sales letters, you got PowerPoint, you got short sales, like there's so many scripts.
Any script for any need.
In fact, one of my favorite ones is we had a bunch of people like, well, this is awesome, but I'm in e-commerce. I sell on Amazon. This won't work for me. And so Jim's like, all right, let me prove to you this actually works. And he built out scripts for all the e-commerce sellers and the Amazon sellers as well. So we'll throw that one in as well, just because I want to make sure that nobody's got any excuse they could possibly have. Like we literally have a script for every scenario, everything you can dream of. And even on top of that, Jim's coming with more ideas all the time and plugging them in as well.
Absolutely.
All right, so what's cool is when you have funnel scripts, you're not going to have to suffer from low conversion rates. You're not going to have to hire expensive copywriters, and you're not going to have to learn how to write copy yourself. All you do is you literally go into the software, fill in the blanks, hit the button, copy and paste, and boom, you are good to go. You got all your scripts, your ads, your emails, your webinars, your everything done for you, which is insane. So let's recap a high level of all the scripts that are getting inside of funnel scripts. You're getting the downloadable wizards, the .com-secret scripts, the expert secret scripts, the one funnel way scripts, the case study testimonial scripts, the bullet scripts, the advertising scripts, the content creation scripts, the email scripts, the headlines, subject lines, the sales, the Amazon. A total value of literally, if you just hired a copywriter, like a C-level copywriter to fill in the forms and click the buttons.
To do each one of those projects for you one time, it would cost you over $118,000. And that is a conservative figure. And I will be perfectly frank with you. Your name's not Frank. I'll be perfectly Russell with you. When I saw that, I had to go back and double check it like 3 times because we have added so much stuff over the years from when we first released it. But this is a conservative number as to the value of each one of these scripts and what someone would charge to do each one of these projects for you. I guarantee it.
And if you were to hire a full-time copywriter, like copywriters start at least like over 6 figures a year. So if you were to hire a copywriter, like it's not a made-up value, that is actually like legitimate. And now you got this software that's doing it for you that you.
And then they probably would have read the 4-hour work week. They wouldn't show up, want to work from home, would use funnel scripts and charge you $128,000 a year to be your copywriter.
It is funny, but it's true. All right, so here's a recap. We're gonna get first, you're gonna get Funnel Scripts Unlimited, which gives you all the .com secrets, expert secrets, O.F.A scripts, plus over 60 other total scripts, a total value of $118,400. But the big question people always ask is like, well, I have all these scripts, but like now there's so many, what do I do and where do they go? And I don't know, Jim, how do I even know what to do right now?
People ask all the time, hey, Jim, I'm selling, natural male enhancement projects for my dog. And I'm like, wow, that's quite a product. I don't know if this will make it in the webinar or not, but the point is they're like, I sell this. Which script should I use? And that's the wrong question to ask. The question is, which type of funnel are you creating? And once you know what kind of funnel you're creating, then the way we designed funnel scripts was to function just like Legos. So it's like, okay, I need a headline, I need a call to action, I need some bullets, I need a video sales letter here, I need an order bump down here. And as soon as you understand that, then you can use funnel scripts like falling off a log. So we have created the funnel blueprints for you. And what that does is it walks you through each type of funnel that you're going to create. An opt-in funnel, a free plus shipping funnel, a webinar funnel, a magic bullet funnel, the invisible funnel, the two-step, whatever it is. And it not only tells you what script to do, but you just click on that part on the blueprint and it takes you right to the script that you're going to use. Unless Russell and I came to your house, cooked you breakfast, helped you change into your unicorn onesie, carried you into your office, sat you in the chair, and then filled out the form for you while one of us was getting you your favorite beverage repeatedly, we can't make it any easier for you to get the sales copy you need done than what we've got right here combined with funnel scripts. Seriously.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All kidding aside.
So that's the funnel blueprints. And again, there's for all different funnels. You literally see, okay, here's my two-step order form. Click on that button, takes you to the form, you fill it out, you come back, boom, and I need this, and it is so simple and so easy. So what are you going to get? You can get all the funnel scripts we talked about before. You're also going to get the funnel blueprints, total value of $119,397. But Jim, what if I'm brand new to copywriting and I need some more help? I really want to figure this out. What are you going to be able to do to help us for those who really want to kind of understand this at a deeper level?
Well, what if me personally, were to train you and coach you every single month live? Would you think that was kind of cool?
Super awesome.
And so a lot of people say, hey, we're going to do live coaching, and then for whatever reason, they never show up and that kind of stuff. I have been doing live training every single month consistently now for over 3 years. Every month we jump on and do a new live training. You can show up and ask questions. I will train you on copywriting. I will train you how to use the scripts. I will train you how to set up your funnels as far as structuring them with the sales copy, how to write your ads. I will help you do it. All you got to do is show up live. Plus, you get access to over 3 years worth of our training archives instantly. Plus, you also get access to the training that I did, both trainings I did actually at Funnel Hacking Live with when I taught the building blocks concept that everybody just blows them away. As soon as you see that, it's like takes all the mystery out of sales copy. So you get instant access to that as well. Plus, again, every single month I'm doing group coaching live via GoToWebinar. Again, unless we came to your house, and
this is almost like we are coming to your house through the webinar.
Absolutely. This is how you can get your specific questions answered and learn new stuff that will help you to sell more through your funnels.
Very cool.
Is it okay if we over deliver with that?
You okay with that? The group coaching calls are amazing. Like I've been through pretty much every copywriting course that's ever been published in the last decade and a half, and these are literally like that stuff, but like the actual practical, like here's the thing, like not have to wade through like 400 pages of manuals to get the aha. It's like, here's the aha, and they're amazing. Right. So what are you gonna get? You can get Funnel Scripts Unlimited, it gives you all the scripts we talked about. Or you can get Funnel Scripts Blueprint, the live monthly coaching calls with Jim, total value of $125,397. But some of you guys are like, you're into this and you want more, like you want to go deep, like you want to become an amazing copywriter, right? And so I would love to talk about this. This is something we were debating not putting into this because this is a full-fledged training course that Jim sells. But I was like, man, for some people who want to learn copy, maybe they want this to be their next career. Maybe they want to actually go out there and write copy for other people and they want to go deeper, or they have someone on their team, like I hired a copywriter, I want someone to really understand this and master it. They can fill in the scripts, but then they can also like understand how to edit, how to tweak, and like really master it. Talk about the Copywriting Secrets Masterclass you put together for everybody.
So the Copywriting Secrets Masterclass was actually taught live originally for the 2CCX group. So these are people that are paying now $25,000 to be a part of this. So this was taught exclusively for them live. And what I did was over 6 modules, over a period of 6 weeks, I taught them every single secret that I have learned over the last 20 plus years of selling online. And it's stuff that you can use immediately because the way it's structured is I'm not teaching platitudes or general principles. I'm teaching specific things that you can do specifically on your funnels to make more money, get more subscribers, get more signups to your webinars, and make more sales. So we have actually 6 different modules. And if you want to click the button, I'll talk about each one just real quick. So module 1 is your copywriting basic training. That's where I'm just going to give you, I'm going to level the playing field for everybody. And I don't care if you've been selling online for 10 years or 10 minutes, you're going to learn things in this that are going to change your life. Then we get into your perfect customer avatar. Who are you selling to? I'm going to give that to you in a way that you've never seen before, that's instantly you're going to be able to use it instead of it being some esoteric thing of, my avatar is this and that. No, this is your avatar. This is what they want. This is how you sell to them. And you're going to go, heck yeah. Then I'm going to go over proven copy tactics, specific things that lead to sales immediately. Then we're going to go over how to structure amazing offers. So it's not going to be any kind of mystery. You're going to know exactly how to structure your offers. Then we're going to talk about a concept called make them thirsty, then sell them a drink. I'm going to teach you how to use stories and create emotion that cause people to whip out their credit cards and go, I gotta have this. And then module 6, I call this the mother of all copywriting Q&As. We got all these high-level business people on, and we answered all their copywriting questions until there was not one single question left. I left them empty like a bunch of squeezed grapes in Napa Valley. They had no more questions, no excuses, and you're going to get access to this very same training.
You guys are going to love it. It's really, really good. And this is Jim on stage in his unicorn outfit. I just wanted to show this because not only is he training, like the level of his training, this is here in Funnel Hack Live training 4,500 entrepreneurs on copywriting. He's the only person I've really had on our stage talking about copy ever. I think so. I believe that's true. And he wore a unicorn outfit. So all the training's in there, and you guys are going to love it, and it's amazing. In fact, this is what Lisa said. She said, you know that Jim Edwards is the best genius that's been doing copy since before the turn of the century. If you missed him during live class today, you missed the entire island, and your boat has officially sunk. Next week he's doing class numbers. She's like, make sure you guys are, like, this is the people who went through, like, this is what they're saying. That's the power of what you guys are going to be learning during the training. So here's a recap what you're going to get. First, you're going to get the Funnel Scripts Unlimited, which gives you all the scripts, but specifically .com secrets, expert secrets, and one funnel away scripts, plus the 60 other total scripts. You get the Funnel Scripts Blueprints. You get the live monthly group coaching calls with Jim, as well as all the archives from the last 3 years. You get the Copywriting Secrets Masterclass, total value of $127,000, $394. Now, obviously, we're not going to charge you guys that. We could and we should, and if you hire a copywriter, they literally will charge you that to work with them for a year. But if all this did was give you the ability to go from this, in front of a blank pad of paper, freaking out, like, how do I write this thing, to this, where you've got copy that's converting and selling, what would that be worth to you? Okay, that kind of peace of mind, even if you don't dress funny and weird, it's huge. Like, it's well worth over $127,000 to have something inside your business that's making copy, it's making your funnels convert. Okay, the difference between a funnel that converts and one that doesn't is huge. Right? And usually it's not these big changes. It's the headline was wrong, the hook was wrong, the offer was wrong. Like, those little tweaks has the huge difference. In fact, I've had people that come to me, they're like, Russell, I don't get it. Like, my funnel I created looks just like yours. Like, why is this making you this much money and mine's not making me any? And I look at it, I'm like, yeah, structurally your thing looks, in fact, half the time they ripped off my images, my color, like everything. It's like,
I stole your funnel, Russell, and I just replaced
exactly
words.
The same. It's like, because you missed the soul, you missed the most important part, which is the copy.
And your headline sucks.
Yeah, and the headline is the worst ever. So it literally, when you understand this, you have this tool and this concept and these training plugged in, it'll shift you from this to this faster than anything else possibly could. And so don't worry, we're not going to charge you guys the 6 figures that it's worth. We're not going to charge you the $20,000 that cost me to get one sales letter done, or the $15,000 for this one, or 50. Like, we're not going to charge you what one copywriter rate for one letter. What you're going to get, again, the funnel scripts, the funnel blueprints, the group coach, you call it Copywriting Secrets, everything, $127,000 worth of value. We're going to give you access to everything talked about here, including the wizards. We forgot about those. Here's the downloadable wizards. There's funnel scripts with the 60 plus scripts. There's Copywriting Secrets. You get access to everything here for just one payment, not monthly, not yearly, just one insane payment of $797. And again, there's no monthly or there's no yearly fees. That's less than $1,000 to get access to.
That's less than the cost of 3 freaking emails. Let's break it down. It's less than the cost of 3 freaking emails. It's less than the cost of, you were paying $150 a headline at one point. Yep. I can't do the math, but 5 headlines, you're covered. I think that's $750. Close enough. 5, 6 headlines.
I was telling Jim this yesterday as we were preparing this. I said, we literally had a full-time, not even full-time person, but a person we were paying $120 to $150 per headline. We have a new offer. I'm like, hey, give me some headlines. And he'd come back like 2 days later and he's like, here's 12. Like, here you go. And we pay him $120, $150 for the headlines. And now looking back on it, we could have, and he probably was, just log into Funnel Scripts, click it out. Because Funnel Scripts, you do that, it doesn't give you like 6 headlines. It's like, here's 500, and then you can pick out the 6 and hand them to me as the client. Like, literally, 5 headlines, and you got your money back. or become a copywriter for other people. Like, there's so many ways. Like, some of you guys are looking at this because like, this is going to be, I need this tool for my business. Some of you guys are looking at this like, this could become my business. I could become the best webinar. Like, again, my friend who has a webinar agency, $25,000 per webinar to write webinars, he literally fills out the perfect webinar wizard that you guys get for free as part of this offer right there. Fills it out, sends it back to him, 25 grand per person, right? Like, you could start a business just doing copywriting for people, just doing headlines, just doing emails for people. Like, you could become the best email onboarder ever. Like, I read 11 email sequence on email onboarding, and you literally fill out the form, whack the button, and copy and paste and send it to them, and people would pay you thousands of dollars for that service.
If you have a funnel agency where you're building them, this is something you could add to that and say, hey, you know, we're going to get this set up for you, but you know, for an extra $1,000, I can write some headlines for you. Boom.
It's awesome. So just recap everything you're going to get. Now, if they don't buy this, Jim, we were talking about, like, what are other dumb things they could spend their money on instead?
Right.
So this one you sent me as an example. I don't think it's that dumb, because I think it's actually kind of cool. But you could get a life-size Hulk.
No, dude, that's only 16 inches. If that's life-size, we need to talk about measurements.
$800 for the 16-inch one?
$800 for 16-inch action figure, dude. That's why I said
I
this
still
is a
might
stupid
actually
thing
spend that. That makes total sense.
but it's not even autographed. If it was autographed, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's not even autographed, and he's got them 90s shorts on. Those aren't even shorts.
So you got Hulk Hogan action figure or funnel scripts.
Lifetime.
Number 2 is, and this might be good for some people, this hot dog thing. This is a little cheaper than funnel scripts, but you could literally cook like 400 hot dogs at once.
Right. And this could be your business.
Yeah, so
there's
another good option if you don't want to do funnel scripts. And the last one is for those people who like to burn money, you could just buy some caviar.
Yeah, this one's amazing. This is a full 9 ounces of something Russian style pressed caviar for almost $800, so again, buy funnel scripts or burn through 10 Ritz crackers with this stuff on there and put the little fish eggies in your mouth and feel real good for a few minutes. But
yeah. Or which is even more stupid than any of these things, literally is taking that money and driving traffic into a funnel that doesn't convert. Like, that's the most insane thing possible, right? It's funny, I see some people who are out there and they're buying Facebook ads and Google ads and Instagram, and they're trying all this stuff and they're driving it into a brick wall.
I spent $3,000 in ads on this funnel and didn't make a single sale. My question was, why didn't you stop at like $50?
Yeah.
But you know.
They never do. But stop $50, like, man, this isn't working. Maybe my copy sucks. Invest the $797, get your copy fixed, and then turn ads on, and now you're not jamming people into a funnel that doesn't convert. Okay, that's the biggest tragedy of all, is people that spend their time, their effort creating a product, creating a service, something they love. They create the funnel, do all this stuff, and then they spend money to get ads, to get people into the funnel. It doesn't convert. And if it doesn't convert, it's always a copy problem. And you can fix that so simple, so easy with funnel scripts. Okay, so right now you got 2 choices. Number 1 is don't do anything and just like pray that your funnels convert, suffer from bad conversions, and hope and pray that someday someone starts looking at your copy and somehow magically persuades them.
Right, but if you were going to take that option, you probably wouldn't still be here at this point, so let's give them the good news.
So option number 2 is just literally pull the extra change out of your pocket, and for under $800, have all of your copy needs taken care of forever. Now, we have a philosophy here at Clickfunnels with funnel scripts, everything is that if we can't make you money, we don't deserve yours. So you guys have a chance to try this out for 30 days. Use it. Play with it, write scripts for yourself, write scripts for your clients, write scripts for other people, write headlines, run ads, like just fix your funnel. Try it. And if in 30 days you're like, my funnel still doesn't work, funnel scripts doesn't work, for some reason all these thousands of people who are having success with it are crazy, it doesn't work for my business, which maybe that would work for some random, but
no.
So far it doesn't. But try it for 30 days on us and just like see if it's gonna work for you. And if 30 days you come back, you're like, yep, still doesn't work, we will give you your money back. We don't need it. Okay, look at Jim bought this unicorn funnel scripts t-shirt. Like, he doesn't need your money. He's got stuff like this coming out all the time anyway.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No, the reality is whether you buy this or not, it doesn't change our lives at all. Like, we're gonna be fine. We have funnels that convert, we have copy that converts, but this can and probably will change your life. It'll change your funnel, it'll change everything for you. And so that's what's so important. That's why we're so passionate. That's why Jim flew here to Boise so we could do this, because we care about your guys' business, we care about your success. And I know that if you have this is the missing piece for most of your businesses, is good copy. And all the other options are so hard, they're so expensive, where this is something it's not expensive, it's simple, it's easy, anybody can do it. You don't have to learn a new skill. All you do is fill in the blanks, whack the button, and you will get something that literally is as good as what I used to pay $15,000 for over and over and over again. You guys starting with that, and from there you can just go up. And so try it for 30 days, and if for some reason it doesn't work for you and doesn't increase your conversions, doesn't give you Facebook ads, like whatever the insane reason is that it doesn't work for you, let us know, and we will give you your money back because we don't really need it.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. All right, so the real question is how much would it be worth you to finally have a funnel that converts without having to spend $15,000 to $20,000 every time you want a sales letter, or $1,600 every time you need emails, or $1,000 every time you need a Facebook ad, or all the different things that Funnel Scripts does. Like, what would that be worth for you? Okay, so one last recap, we're gonna get the Funnel Scripts Unlimited. Again, all the scripts, the .comSecrets Scripts, Expert Secret Scripts, O.F.A scripts, plus over 60 total scripts you're gonna get in there, and it keeps growing, so this is the gift that keeps on giving. All the Funnel Scripts blueprints, so you know where on the funnel to put what scripts, so you're not ever confused or guessing. The live monthly grouping coach calls with Jim, so if you're stuck and you're like, I have this thing that's not working, he'll help you to figure out what script to use, how to use it, all that kind of stuff, plus the back archives, plus all the other additional training, plus the Copywriting Secrets Masterclass, all this for total value of $127,000, $394. And again, you get all this for just that one-time payment. No monthly fees or yearly fees, which is a big deal because until today, there's always been monthly or yearly fees.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome. So to get started out, all you guys do is go you see the link on the page right now, go there, open up a new browser window, go there, and on that page you get access to everything we talked about here at this huge, insane discount, which is gonna be amazing. And there's kind of a recap of everything you're gonna get. And for some reason, as you're going through this, you get confused, there's a support email address there as well. If you're like, hey, the setup didn't work, or I'm confused, like contact our support team. We are here to make sure that you are not ever lost or confused. How long have you been doing Funnel Scripts now? How many years?
Over almost coming on 3.5 years.
Okay, we're not going anywhere. In the time that we've been doing Funnel Scripts, I've seen dozens of people come up and try to knock this off. They make crappy versions, they don't support it, they don't keep growing, and
this is a Funnel Scripts competitor. No, it's not.
Yeah, and so we're not going anywhere. This is not some fly-by-night operation. We're here today, tomorrow, we'll be here for forever. We're here to support you guys, and so all you gotta do right now is go to the link on the page, go there right now, and you get access to everything we talked about, and it's gonna be really fun. They're gonna love it.
Awesome.
So I'm pumped. Now what I would love to do is to demo some more of these scripts, because I know people are going crazy. Most of you guys are already signing up, you've already gone to the link, you're going there right now. But for those who are like on the fence, or you're sitting here, or you want to see more demos of how simple and how powerful Funnel Scripts is, do you want to show some more demos?
Absolutely, I'm excited.
All right, so as you were getting the demos kind of queued up, I'm gonna read through some more of these testimonials, because we have literally thousands of these. I was trying to grab a couple really quick. This is from Denver. He said, I just got Funnel Scripts. It's the greatest tool I've ever seen. I remember sales letter I helped write that we charged the client $10,000 for. This does all of that and more. The best money I've ever spent. That's good feedback.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's because it works.
Eric said, Funnel Scripts is by far the coolest thing I've ever purchased so far on the internet, in internet marketing. 18 years of doing this, and all the heat maps and analytics packages, SEM, and all the backlinking software, scrapers, spinners, and page builders. By far the coolest and the most advantageous IM software yet. Well done, the Clickfunnels team. This guy said, this is
Craig Perrine.
Craig's been around he's an OG in this world.
Yes, he is. And I wish he was older than me, but he's not. But Craig is a professional copywriter who makes his living writing copy for other people, speaking about copy and teaching copy. So now read what he said.
He said, hey Jim, I gotta give you guys major props. As a copywriter for more than 20 years, time is my most scarce resource. I've tried several script tools, but they were so limited they actually wasted my time. I couldn't help being a little skeptical at first, but I've used Funnel Scripts for a year now, and it becomes like a trusted sidekick. Keep adding more, Craig Perrine.
That is a big deal for a copywriter to actually come out and say that.
Yeah, most people would not admit that publicly.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's okay. And they're using it, but they're like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, if you're into that. And then
it's funny, like, because in the past, like, I literally for years saved all my favorite headlines. Every time I'd write a script, I'd go through, I have this Word doc, and I'd be scrolling through headlines, trying to like, how do I mush my offer into that? And it's so crazy because all the headlines, I mean, this is just the headline script alone. All the headlines you put in there save me so much time. I fill in 5 or 6 forms, click the button, and it's like my swipe file, but it's all been rewritten for me, so I don't have to think. I just look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh. And literally I'll take these, I'm like, hey, this is the headline for the landing page, this is the headline for the subject line, or for the emails, this is the headline for the ads, here's 12 different headlines for ads. I get, just the headline wizard alone.
I have a startling admission here, okay? This is one of those side things. I actually created Funnel Scripts for me to make it so it was easier for me to write my own copy. And so when I did that, then I said, wow, I made all this, I might as well sell it to other people too. But if you want to know who the #1 power user of funnel scripts is, it's this guy. I use it all the time. And the cool thing for you is that now, and I told you this yesterday, anytime now that I need to write a different type of sales copy or write for a specific purpose that I don't have a script already for, I literally cannot write the copy. I have to create a script that will write the copy so that I have a tool so I never have to write it from scratch ever again. And that's really why we keep having so many new scripts added, because that's my mindset. That's the way I operate now, and you're the ones who benefit from that.
So awesome. So awesome. Okay, we've got more. This is from Gary. Said, I just wanted to drop a note. Thanks to Jim Edwards, I purchased funnel scripts right before Christmas, and I took it out for a test drive. OMG, I wrote a script for a client that usually would have taken me an hour or two in just 10 minutes, and it rocked. This ish is powerful. Is that a typo or is that ish?
I don't know.
This ish is powerful. All right. So David Poole says, how long does it take to write for you to write sales copy for a web page? And how long does it take for you to edit it and test it and edit it again? Really good sales copy may take you 1 to 2 full working days, but with funnel scripts, you can have really good copy in less than an hour. But that's not the end. Check this out. You all know the email sequences you put together, social media posts, the subject headlines, the PowerPoint slides. Well, funnel scripts does all of that for you as well. Now, what about the epiphany bridges, hooks, origin stories, and BRUNSON bullets? Yep, has you covered. If you're not convinced funnel scripts is not for you, you don't need any don't read anymore. Just leave this website, because you shouldn't be in marketing, and you're just wasting your time. Honestly, funnel scripts is one of the best marketing tools I've ever seen in over 10 plus years of internet marketing. Okay, for those of you guys who this is your first introduction to this, like you should be so grateful that we just shortcutted you 10 years of trial and error and headaches and frustration, and let you just start where we finished off, which makes everyone's job so much easier. Michael Harris said, funnel scripts is the bomb. I use it almost every day since Jim released it. I use it frequently to get more clicks, responses, and sales. And all I do, just today, I was working with a new client and started running through ideas in the dirty little secret script. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, that came from an idea from your split test book. Yeah.
Oh, the dirty little secret script. We changed a couple headlines, and literally we had new responses in just a minute or two to lead to new clients for their businesses.
A minute or two. He takes 10 minutes, fills out a form, and in less than 2 minutes, they're getting responses on their website they wouldn't have gotten before. Again, only way we could have made it any quicker, it would have taken us longer to get to his office and ask him the questions than him to do the questions and type and hit the button.
So awesome. Sherry says, and you guys already know this at this point, funnel scripts is truly amazing software that everyone who is in sales needs. You can create amazing copy, convert your ads, sales page, emails, Amazon listing, etc. in minutes. Save yourself tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on copywriters. I can't pronounce this guy's name. Vineet. But he said, I recently purchased funnel scripts for my agency in order to provide our clients with the best sales copy, headlines, ad copy. A day after buying it, I got stuck because one of our clients runs giveaway contests and there wasn't a template for that. I reached out to Clickfunnels support, and amazingly, the rep, Susan, reached out to Jim Edwards, and together they came back with me with the solution, including a new template that Jim and Russell had recently created but not yet launched inside of funnel scripts. I'm a true fan of Clickfunnels and funnel scripts. Extremely grateful that Jim genuinely cares about his subscribers. I'm a customer for life. Stay awesome. So that means if they have any idea, you'll write it for them?
It's somebody, we've actually gotten cool ideas for scripts. They're like, hey, do you have a script that does this? And I'll say, well, not yet. But so, I mean, we've got scripts waiting in the sidelines to bring out. If I rolled everything out on you that we have, your mind would fry. Believe me, the value is just keeps on coming.
And one thing I know some of you guys are like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. There's 60 plus scripts. What am I going to do? Like, don't be overwhelmed by either. Like, you just need one. Like, what's the thing you're struggling with in your business right now? Is your website not converting? You just try the headline script. Do you need a webinar? Do the perfect webinar wizard. Do you need an ad? Your Facebook ad suck. Use the Facebook ad wizard. Like, don't worry because there's so much stuff and you get overwhelmed. Just like, look, I have a library of stuff for the future. What do I need today? And just do that one today. And then tomorrow, what one do you need tomorrow? And just like pick and choose which ones you need, because there's so many of them. It's because there's so many different things you have copy inside your business.
And they're not going anywhere, and they're not going to go out of date. This stuff works. This is the stuff that works to sell people, to get them to try, to get them to subscribe, to get them to buy. This works as long as people are buying stuff. These scripts work. This is not fad stuff. This is the real deal.
Awesome. So if you haven't got your copy yet, go to the link right now on the page. You can see it wherever it's at. Go to that link right now. Get started. Again, $797 so you get access to everything we talked about today, plus a whole bunch more. Plus, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Plus, if you buy through this right now, there's no longer monthly or yearly fees, which is insane. And so this is like a one-time purchase that gives you access to all this stuff.
Here, you know what, Russell? I want to read this one from Bill because Bill's awesome. And Bill says, Funnel Scripts takes the hardest work out of the copywriting process. If you can answer a set of questions about what you do, you're already done. You just don't know it yet. If you can't answer questions about what you do, keep your day job. That's the kind of customers we like, smarty pantses.
Sean said, I love Funnel Scripts, L-O-V-E. It makes writing copy so much easier and so much quicker. I use it nearly every day now. It's by far one of the best investments. Allows me for more time with my family, enjoy times I would have missed working. Thank you, Russell and Jim. So there's another side hidden benefit of Funnel Scripts is it gives you way more time with your family, with your loved ones, because you're not spending 18 hours a day locked in a room with a blank sheet of paper trying to figure out what in the world you're gonna write. You just fill out the form, whack the button, and boom, it's all done for you. All right, now I'm gonna show one more. This is from Mark, and he's talking about the Perfect Webinar Wizard, and then I would love if you actually demo the Perfect Webinar Wizard. This is the one that got me. So if you're still on the fence, like you see this, it will blow your mind. And so Mark said, all you do is answer a few questions and you have your own perfect webinar PowerPoint presentation complete. I've been in since the original beta. I will never get rid of this software. It's so much bigger since I bought it. And so this Webinar Wizard, again, this alone, I have a friend who's an agency, a 7-figure agency. They charge $25,000 to write a webinar script for you. And literally they have a Google form they fill out. They then come into Funnel Scripts. They have the software, they fill it in, they whack the button, and then they give that back to their person like 6 weeks later. They literally wait like 6 weeks because it takes so long to get the slides done and the emails done and the ads done and everything. But I want you to show the secret behind what this person, I can't say the person's name, but what some people are doing. And now, I've been teaching this perfect webinar for the last 4 or 5 years, and now it's even speed up my process. Like I used to spend weeks doing one, and now I can do it in a matter of an hour or so. So let's demo that one.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so basically this is the Perfect Webinar Wizard. This is actually version 2.0 because what we did was Russell introduced the Perfect Webinar in DotComSecrets, but then he refined it inside of Expert Secrets. So I spent a couple of months redoing the entire thing based on all the new stuff that he taught from Expert Secrets. And the cool thing that we do, as you go through answering these questions, we actually reference the specific pages that Russell teaches you for the Perfect Webinar, so you can actually do this along with your copy of Expert Secrets. What do you think of that?
So cool.
So basically you just go through and you answer the questions. The first half is all the stuff that you're gonna teach inside of your Perfect Webinar. And then once you've gone through the external beliefs, internal beliefs, all that stuff, then it's like 2 wizards in one, because then it asks you all the questions that are needed in order to do your stack and your pitch and provide all that value. And so this one is probably honestly going to take you at least an hour or 2 to fill out. But if you think, let me ask you this, Russell, when you were doing this by hand, how long would it take you? You invented the freaking Perfect Webinar, but how long would it take you to do this?
Minimum of a week every single time.
Okay, so if we could condense a week down even to an afternoon, is that a cool thing? Is that okay with everybody?
Is it okay if we over deliver?
So you just basically answer everything, and then once you have, you're gonna wanna save it. Once you've saved it, you click the build button, and the first thing you're gonna wanna do is see, oh my God, is it okay if I make all your slides for you, Russell?
That would be so nice.
Okay, so boom, your slides are done. We click view, and here are all the slides for your Perfect Webinar. And so obviously you're gonna have somebody format them, and if I'd have formatted them, everybody would be like, hey, can I get it without the formatting? So I said, here you go, without the formatting. But I mean, it follows a perfect webinar. It's welcome and introduction. Here's my goal for this web class. Who's Russell Brunson? Here's my story. How does this apply to you? Results and proof, what we'll cover. Look at this, secrets, man. How to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100.
People get so stuck on like, what do I say for the secret? What should it be? How do I phrase it? Like that alone.
This walks you through all of that stuff. So here, this is delivering the freaking perfect webinar, man. And so there you go. Now we do the little recap, and then we have everything for your stack. And let me show you something else kind of cool. This is going through the whole close. It does the build, it'll do the price drop, it does everything. And just all the slides are done for you. And here's something else that it does is really, really cool. So one of the things that Russell teaches is the closes, all the different closes that you use. So this actually, you can choose which of the closes you're going to do. Now let me show you some, like, what are the 2 choices closes? Well, I'm glad you asked. Check this out. We come over to DOCX, we come down here to perfect webinar closes, we click build, and we click view, opens it up. Here are all your perfect webinar closes, but what's amazing is that these are all totally customized for your webinar. So you don't have to rephrase the money is good close, the money is good close, or the disposable income close. All of them are totally and completely customized for your perfect webinar presentation. So you get to use the proven copy that Russell provides you, but it's all customized for you. So you want to, here's your opt-in page copy, done, okay? So it does all these different things. I don't have time to show you all of this, but here's your opt-in page copy. Here's your headline right here. You know, new webinar, how to set up a 7-figure funnel in 30 minutes without being held hostage by a tech guy. And so here's your opt-in copy. And it'll even write all of your ads. It'll write your promo email teasers. Is it okay if I write all your emails for you right now? Because I know you're busy.
I still noted how you were able to reverse engineer those 70 whatever questions, writes the webinars, the ads, the emails, like all the pieces. It is insane.
Honestly, it took me a couple months of solid effort. So, you know, subject line, how to set up a 7-figure funnel in 30 minutes without being held hostage by a new tech guy. Hey, Russell Brunson here with a live webinar invitation for you. Here's the link. It's webinar date, webinar time. I'm hosting a very special webinar that shows how to set up a sales funnel in 30 minutes. It's called, there it is. So if you want to increase sales and set up a profitable marketing funnels without getting bogged down in all the technical stuff or being held hostage by a tech guy, then you need to attend this breakthrough webinar event. So it's got your follow-up emails. It's got one, you know, the day of the webinar, a couple days before, all that good stuff. And so literally it'll write your ads. It'll do your closes. It'll do your opt-in page copy. It'll do, oh, here you go. You need a script for the video to promote that bad boy. Would you like a script, Russell?
I would love a script.
Okay, well, here you go. Boom. I'm going to write that for you too. Here you go. Here's the video script. And I mean, I won't read it all, but hey, do you want to increase sales? Are you tired of getting bogged down with all this technical stuff? Hey, my name is Russell Brunson. I've got a free webinar for you. Well, in sales funnels titled How to Set Up a 7-Figure Funnel in 30 Minutes Without Being Held Hostage by a Tech Guy. I mean, we only have a limited number of seats, and there's actually 2 different versions. So you could actually do a split test.
Your Facebook Lives, video ads, like.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's what it does, and, you know, give your outline and all that stuff. So you had me at the slides, but the other stuff is pretty cool. But that's the perfect webinar wizard, and we both know for a fact, and Russell especially, but I know, and I told you this before, when I switched over to the perfect webinar model, I mean, my sales doubled. And so I was like, where have you been all my life with this perfect webinar thing? And so
it's easy. And
if you want to get it done super quick, then you just use the perfect webinar wizard. And the neat thing about this is that you work on it a little bit, save it, come back to it, and then you finish it up.
Are you guys getting this? Like, the perfect webinar used to be so much pain, and now it's so simple. And it wasn't just the webinar, it was all the pieces that lead to the webinar that do everything. So again, that was one of the 60 scripts. So if you just need one, you just need one to make it work for you. You don't need to have all 60, like one alone. That's why we have 60, because all you guys have different needs, but if you're trying to do a webinar, that one alone will change everything for you. So again, if you are on the line or you haven't gone yet, go to the link. It's on the page right there. You see it, go to that link, open up a new browser window, go there right now to get started, to get your your unlimited access to funnel scripts for just one payment, $7.97 today. Chris Ward said, Jim Edwards, I'm starting to work through the perfect webinar. The links, the page numbers, how you all tie it together is the most impressive, user-friendly, helpful, and inspiring tool I think I have ever seen. You have thought of everything. It makes this a joy to learn and so much to gain, and the learning is easy and enjoyable. It is amazing. So now Chris is using it for her webinars too.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Sam said, funnel scripts is my secret weapon that makes all my clients think that I'm some amazing copywriting wizard. I think of it as the 80-20 principle. It does all the heavy lifting and gets your copy 80% of the way there. So all you do is just tweak it a little bit. Also, the perfect webinar wizard alone is worth the price. If you would have shown me the perfect webinar wizard 5 years ago when I was like trying to figure this whole thing out, I think what I would pay for that. I would have been willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for that.
And it almost would have been to the point where you wouldn't have wanted to sell it. You would have just set yourself up doing it for other people and then doing like one appointment a day and charging 25 grand a day to work an hour a day.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving. All right, no, Tim Cooper. Do you want to read this one? This one, you guys got a
Yeah, so Tim, I actually got in a conversation with him on Facebook, and let me just talk about this real quick. So Tim said, gold as always, I recently increased the click-through and opt-in rate for a recent webinar by using funnel scripts generated cold market copy. I was like, nice, how much did you increase by? Oh, only about 400%. Seriously, it changed from ghost town to Broadway. It's amazing that the right words in the right order to the right audience will do. And I was like, great job, Tim. He said, well, thanks to Funnel Scripts for making it so easy to create headlines and Facebook ads to match the target market. The dude increased his conversion by 400%. That is amazing.
Think about this for a second. Okay, imagine you go to medical school, right? So you go to your first school, and then there's the other school, and there's like 20 years of school, right? And you get a job as a doctor, you're making really good money. And if you came up to the doctor, like, how'd you make 400% more money? They'd be like, that'd be awesome. Like, what do you have to do for that? Like, you
Work
can't.
4 times as many hours.
4 times as many hours, or go back to like another 20 years of school, or specialize, or whatever, right? This was like, he filled in the form, whacked the button.
He changed some words, and he's making 4 times the money now. 4 times the money.
Anyway.
4 times. 4 times.
4. One of the things that I always talk about in my team here is we have a mantra of like, how do we give ourselves a raise every day? How do we give ourselves a raise every day? And that's literally, you come in, you're looking at your ads like, hey, that one's, even if it's not doing bad, he went from ghost town to Broadway, he said. But let's say you have a Broadway play that's doing really well, right? You have an ad that's working. Like, what if you come in and like, let's try 4 other headlines. Maybe one's better. You fill in the form again, you whack it, you plug them in, you spend 15 minutes doing that, and one of them ends up increasing conversion by 30%. Now you're making 30% more money than everyone that comes to that funnel from that point forward for the rest of time. That's first off, a more efficient use of your time. You spend 15, 20 minutes. But second off, there's nothing else you could possibly do during that day to increase how much money you make in your business than that. Like I could come in and I could be like, okay, well let's do a thing, like let's manage our team, let's do a meeting, let's do like all these things. Like none of those things will make you more money than that 15-minute session of just like making a tweak to headline and testing something could have done for you. Like that's the power of this whole thing. So
and even if one of those new headlines didn't beat it, now you're confident that, hey, I've got the best headline for this right now. Let me move on to testing other things like the bullets, the offer, the order bump, all these different things. Absolutely.
So good. I love this game. All right. Gary said, hey, I just wanted to share a hidden benefit of funnel scripts because there are so many hidden benefits, including more time with your family. But he said, I'm designing the funnel website for my agency business. I built everything except the videos for my opt-in and my thank you page. I left in placeholders. My issue was I had no clue I was going to give away as my ethical bribe. I had no idea what kind of content I was going to create to give away. I jumped into funnel scripts to write the script for the videos. It took me around 10 to 15 minutes to answer all the questions, clean and tighten up the copy, but until I had a usable video script. But I also had something else. Working through the questionnaire and the process of cleaning the copy crystallized my thoughts. I now have an outline for the perfect giveaway for my opt-in. Thank you, Jim Edwards, for such a sweet piece of software. Okay? How many times do we, like, as you're going through the process, the ideas start spurring in, they start popping up. You ask a question like, that is a good question, Jim. I never thought about that.
And the cool thing that Funnel Scripts does for you is it takes your focus off of, I gotta write a sales letter, what am I gonna do? And it just asks you questions like, hey, what's your name? Who's your target audience? What's their biggest desire? What's their biggest problem? It's asking you questions that go, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it gets you to focus on what really matters about the copy, and then it plugs it into these universally proven templates and swipe files and scripts that we have, and it spits out for you the exact same thing that a copywriter would do, and you're feeling all stressed about all the money you blew with them and how long you've been waiting to get it back. So that's what he's saying, is that by answering those questions, you get clarity and you get better in your game with selling online.
So awesome. All right, I want to do the demo. Okay. Do you want to demo some emails?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
All right, emails for me is my most painful part of the business, so if we can shortcut that, let's do it right now.
All right, well, let's do the onboarding one. Now, here's the thing, guys. We actually know that there's a certain sequence that works really well, pretty much doesn't really matter what you're selling. And there's an 11 email sequence that you can do. And so what we did actually, this started out as a training that we did 1 month. And then I said, hey, would you guys be interested in a wizard? And they were like, yeah, we want a wizard. We want a script. So I created the script, and I'll load in an example. We've got a couple different examples here for you. We'll load in the one for funnel scripts. And truth be told, guys, we drink our own Kool-Aid. I told you I am the #1 user of funnel scripts. This sequence that this makes is the actual sequence that we use for everybody who onboards with funnel scripts. And we get emails all the time from people saying, these emails are amazing. This is great. This is exactly the kind of thing I should be doing in my business. And I said, yeah, I know. So
now you can.
Now you can. So I would say on average, this funnel would take you 30 to 40 minutes to fill this out. But let me ask you a question. At the end, if you could have 11 emails by whacking a button, is it worth spending 3 minutes per email on average to crank these out? So it's going to ask you stuff you can answer. I mean, what are you selling? What is it? Who are you? Then it's going to ask you questions like, what's the most important thing people should do? How can they get a result pretty quickly? All of this is designed to help people consume your product, because people who consume your product don't refund your product. And that's also going to help you add value to them. So you come down here, you whack the build button. It's going to write your welcome email for you. It's going to write your thank you email. How many of you actually thank people the day after they buy? Just send them an email to say, hey, thanks. And by the way, here's some other stuff you might want to buy, Russell. No, I'm not playing. So give them a fast win. This is a proven technique. Help people to get a quick win with your product, and they're less likely to refund. Then you tell your Epiphany Bridge origin story. This is where you actually pull them in closer to you. And then you want them to be with you on social media, right? Well, you got to send them an email. Then we give them a cool bonus. Then we do a case study. Then we give them a fast way, give them a speed hack to be able to get good results. I'm going to give them an effort hack, show them how to get great results with less effort. Then we give them links to our other content, or content that we want them to absorb. Then we ask them for feedback. I mean, by the time you've added all that value, then it's fine to ask for feedback. This is how you get those cool testimonials that you can share with people. So all of these cool emails you can get. Oh, by the way, would you like to download them as a Word file so that you can easily load them over into your email program in Clickfunnels? Wow, look at that. There they all are. And the cool thing is that they're all divided up. They're all done. You can edit them in here and then take them right over into Clickfunnels, into your emails that you're sending out automatically. I mean, again, this is a great example of I honest to goodness can't make this any easier for you guys unless I came to your house and you made me my favorite lunch and brought me the unicorn onesie. And, and so this is an absolutely amazing script. This is one I use in my own business. So it's not like we just pulled these emails out of thin air and said, hey, these are some good emails. No, I have my own businesses riding on this exact sequence.
What people don't understand is that if your emails aren't good and they don't reduce churn, it means they're increasing churn. It means people are leaving, people are canceling. So not only is it good to have because it'll help make things stick better and keep people happy, it reduces refunds and makes you more money. There's so many reasons why, and most people just don't do it because it's too much work. And just by doing it, you stand head and shoulders above all your competition and everybody else as well.
And you'll make more sales.
All right, so I don't know what else we can do to push you over the edge, but we're gonna keep on trying because we care enough about you and your business and your family's livelihood that we're gonna keep on talking, keep on pushing until you guys are ready to take this leap of faith into funnel scripts. This is another of our thousands of testimonies from Alan Woods. He said, I was on the fence about getting funnel scripts as I always thought my copy was actually pretty good. I was dead wrong. After just using the simple headline script builder on my opt-in page, my opt-in rate actually almost doubled. Man, I hate thinking about all the money left on the table. There's a script for every situation, and the software creates so many cool options that I've never even thought of.
Double the opt-in means double the people, which means double the money. But what I want you to understand here is doubling that, his profitability has skyrocketed because his traffic cost has not changed. Yep. Every cost he has stays the same, but yet doubling the people that are taking action, he might have been just break even before, and now his profitability has gone through the roof. And I know his wife is happy with him right now. I can tell you that.
Are you guys getting this? Do you understand? I wish I could literally jump through the webinar line and go to your house and just be like,
if anyone can, you can, Russell.
Let's do it. I'm coming. Anyway, all right. Eric said, you know that blank page syndrome you get when you sit down to write or an ad? Until I purchased funnel scripts, I was horrified to post, to send an email, or even do a presentation, which causes procrastination. How many of you guys are stuck with procrastination? It's that blank page procrastination. It causes procrastination. Since I started with funnel scripts, the confidence to do all the things I was scared to do is easy as whacking the build button and copy and pasting to whatever format I actually need. Okay, you guys, if this is
It'll change your life.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in like the whole concept like silver bullets. Like, oh, this like that's always like this marketing gimmicky thing. But like literally, this is like a silver bullet for your business. Like it's the missing piece that you guys have to have. Like. Anyway, I could go on and on, but you guys need to take action right now. Like now is the time. Like open up a new browser window, go to the link on the page. You can see it there in front of me. Go there right now. Again, you're getting lifetime access. I mean, unlimited access for $797. There's no monthly fees, no yearly fees. Inside, you can get everything we talked about. You can get all the unlimited funnel scripts. You can get the .comSecrets Scripts, the Expert Secret Scripts, the O.F.A scripts, plus 60 total scripts inside of there, and it keeps on growing. You get the funnel scripts blueprints. You know exactly what script to put in the right place. You're going to get the live monthly group coaching calls with Jim, plus all the back archives of coaching calls, plus you get Copywriting Secrets Masterclass. That alone, most copywriting training courses, like I bought Carlton's way back in the day, it was amazing. $2,000 for a copywriting course. Yep. Okay, like that's not some inflated value. That's what copywriting courses sell for. Like on the low end, there's other ones that are way more expensive. You just get all that stuff and a whole bunch more for literally, again, the total value here, which is less than you would pay a full-time copywriter for a year. You get all that for just one payment, $797 today. And you'll never have to have that blank screen procrastination thing again. Because I guarantee that some of you guys who are trying to get somewhere, you're trying to build a company and you're trying to move fast, the thing that's slowing you down is this procrastination cycle of like, what's the ad? What's the thing? What's the copy? What's the, do I hire somebody to myself? I'm going to write, and you spend a whole day trying to write and it doesn't come out right. And then like, you just delete it. And like, I know the pain of that because I've done that so many times over the last decade and a half I've been in this game, and that stuff is all gone for you guys now because you went and you got funnel scripts and you haven't yet. Now is the time to go and get it.
And that was part of the original conversation that we had that we're talking about creating funnel scripts. Was I said, Russell, I've been around for a long time and I know what stops people. Now that you've created Clickfunnels and you've made it so easy for people to put up all these different types of funnels, I know what's going to happen for a lot of them is they're going to log in their Clickfunnels account, they're going to choose an opt-in funnel, and they're going to say, man, I'm going to get me a bunch of subscribers, and then they're going to pull up the editor and they're going to say, man, this is an awesome editor, and then it's going to ask them for a headline and they're going to freeze. Yeah. And then they're going to sit there and go, man, I don't know what to put inside of this amazing tool. And I said, Russell, I can solve that problem. And we did.
Totally, more than solved it. Yeah, it's awesome. But with that said, we're going to keep going through this. We have some more testimonials and some more demos to show you guys right now. In fact, what should we demo now? Let's demo something else. What do you got?
Let's do it. Okay, so for this one, let's demo the Epiphany Bridge script because this is one of the most important scripts inside of Expert Secrets, and this is the one that can make a huge difference for people in their sales copy super quick. Is that okay?
Yeah, this is like, the biggest thing people understand is like storytelling. We call it story selling sometimes. Like being able to tell a good story is the secret, but sometimes it's hard. Like how do you tell a story the right way? How do you get the right structure? We've also used this process for people who have success stories. A lot of times you try to get a testimonial from someone and they they get the microphone, they get all nervous, like, yes, Russell's thing is awesome. And it's the worst testimonial. So we put our testimonials through this process as well to create and generate perfect stories from them. But this is one of my personal favorite ones just because it's so vitally important to all aspects of marketing.
Cool. And I just want to point out to everybody, this is so important. We actually have the original one and we create a short version too, because sometimes you need a short Epiphany Bridge script. The other thing cool about this is that this serves so many purposes so fast, in that the Epiphany Bridge story answers the most important question, which is why? Why are you selling this? Why are you qualified to sell this? And why should I believe you? So again, this is one of those things where you're going to want to, and we're going to use Russell's story. So the newly married student athlete turns potato gun into an empire. So this is just going to ask you questions you can certainly answer. And again, the time to do this one is probably going to be about 30 minutes to fill this out, maybe 30, 40 minutes. But again, if you tried to write this on your own, A, it would suck. B, it would take a lot longer than 30 to 40 minutes. And the cool thing is that when you click that build button, here's your story. And the cool thing that we do here is that you can download it as a DOCX file. But you can also, so you could use it as like a script for you could use it as a script. You could throw this into a web page. You could read it off.
Facebook Live.
Yeah. But the other cool thing that it'll do also is if you wanted to do it as a PowerPoint presentation, or you wanted to do it as a PowerPoint, you want to integrate it with a PowerPoint video sales letter, what have you, it gives it to you with basically each part of the story on its own slide. So, I mean, this is Russell's actual story. And I made this and used this and wrote your story using a script which I thought was pretty cool. So read off the first couple slides of this. So,
I was a broke college student and athlete trying to make money online. I really wanted to make extra money from my potato gun sales so I wouldn't have to drop out of school. I wanted to be able to support my wife so she wouldn't have to work and I could start a family. The thing is, I was making only a few dollars a day, and many days I actually lost money. That meant I wasn't able to support my wife, so she wouldn't have to work, let alone start a family. To make things worse, this is like bringing back my memories.
Right, don't be getting all emotional and stuff, but I mean, this is the story. And you can, it's amazing when it automatically pulls the right parts out of you and puts all the right parts in all the right places. That sounds like a song. Puts all the right parts in all the right places to create exactly what you need and have it work with a formula that's proven to produce results.
Yeah, the Epiphany Bridge script came not from me, it was from like Hollywood screenplays. Like, how do they make the best-selling movies of all time? Like, almost all movies follow this exact same pattern and format.
Yep.
And same thing with good storytelling. A lot of us have never been taught that, so we come in and we tell stories out of order, and you lose the impact. Where now you still tell the stories as you're filling in the form, and then this puts them in the right order, the right sequence, so you get a story that's impactful. It causes the epiphany that you need somebody to have.
And you make sales.
Every time I see a demo, I just want to give you more money, but I'm already part of this. I've already bought it. I've already invested. I haven't bought it.
I got a Stripe account.
You don't take my money right now? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys love funnel scripts. Okay, Peter said, I do not have the time to write copy for my ads in the funnels. I don't even have time to hire someone to write the ads. Funnel scripts is great for my videos, ads, funnels, woohoo!
That, I'm just gonna say, in some cases with some funnel scripts, like the headline script that we already demoed, or some of the ones we've already shown you or that we may get a chance to show you here, it would take you longer to explain to a copywriter what you wanted and who your target audience was and all the information they would need. It would take you longer to write the email than it would take you to fill out funnel scripts and whack the button and choose the output. And that is not an exaggeration at all. That is the absolute truth. And that's so amazing to me. Like when I was hiring the copywriter to write those emails for me as a test and all that stuff, I literally was thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm sitting here having to describe to him what I want and who my audience is and about the stuff. I'm like, I could have already filled out funnel scripts and been done. I was getting anxious about it. It was that much so. So I mean, that's not hyperbole what he's saying there. It's the absolute truth. It's easier for him to fill out funnel scripts than anything else to get what he needs.
Next, this is Angela said, funnel scripts is making me look good in front of my clients, just saying. So again, if you are an agency, like this will make you look like the rock star that you actually are. All right, should we do another demo?
Yeah.
I want to see some more.
Okay, there's no way we could do a demo of funnel scripts without doing the Brunson bullets, appropriately named for our fearless leader, Russell Brunson. This is Russell's secret sauce. Explain to people in 30 seconds or less, what are Brunson bullets?
Brunson bullets are bullets you put underneath the video sales letter to spoil the video and get people to actually watch the entire video. It increases desire and demand, and they're the greatest things to sliced bread. And make sure you all call them Brunson bullets because I keep trying to make that stick, and so far it hasn't. But someday it will.
So this is one of two bullet scripts that we have. The other one is the FBM bullets, which are more traditional bullets like you would use in a sales letter, a video sales letter. But what this does is it makes it super easy for you to make exactly what Russell's talking about, just quick bullets that you can use in a lot of different situations. So let's use this. Which one do you want to use? You choose. PT testing?
PT testing.
All right, so I always do this with my Navy SEAL buddy to prove, because of course, physical training testing is of course a make money online type topic. No, it's not. So just fill in a few things and basically you just fill in the blanks. What are we doing here? We're doing, in this case, these are tips. It's going to help you pass your test. And then this is where you just fill in the blank. My product or service gets you more, what have you. You just fill them in and then it pops them out down here at the bottom. But the cool thing is that it just makes it so easy. So tip number 1, helps you pass your PT test. Tip number 2, gets you more confidence in your testing ability. Tip number 3, makes it easy to crush your next PT test. Tip number 4, gives you the confidence to do well on your PT test. So this just helps you to get these type of bullets done super, super, super fast, makes it easy. And that's what we're all about with funnel scripts, is just to make it easy for you to get them. And you know what? You're not going to use all 12. But what I have found is that once you have, here they are. So if you're only going to need 3 or 4, why not write 12 and then pick the 4 best ones? Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, most of the time when you're doing stuff like this, the first few that you make suck.
The worst, yeah.
Because you're just not into the groove. But yet if you don't have a tool like this, you're going to write 3 or 4, go glad that's over. Let's move on to the next thing. So now you're moving forward, instead of with 4 amazing Brunson bullets, you're moving forward with your 4 sucky bullets, and then you don't make any money. Then you have to put on a hairnet, and you're making money by saying, would you like fries with that? Which is really sad, and you don't want to do that. So,
and one of these might pop out and you're like, oh my gosh, that's not a good bullet for here, but maybe that's a good headline or a subject line for my next email, or like, it gives you more ideas and just phrases and things you can use for all other parts of your marketing as well.
How about that one for an article title, blog post title, or a Facebook Live title? That would be amazing, right? So you're absolutely right. And that's a cool thing about copy, is as you write it, it's going to give you ideas for other things. And it puts you in that copy mindset immediately. And that makes all the difference in the world. So that was the Brunson bullet script, which I know you'll love because Russell loves it. And if he loves it, you should too.
Oh yeah. All right, so those of you who have not taken the leap of faith yet, like, seriously, what are you waiting for? What more could we do? Do you need more scripts? Do you need more value? Like,
do we need to demo a couple more?
We should demo. But before we demo, we got some more people talking. Like, imagine these are your friends, like trying to convince you, because these people will become your friends because they are all people who are using funnel scripts right now. So again, if you haven't signed up yet, the link is right there. Go click on the link or go open a new browser window, type it in, go there, get started. $797 today. We will probably bring back the monthly or the yearly fees at some point. Right now is your chance to get unlimited account. So it's like, you need to do this now, not tomorrow, not next week, like now is the time to get the unlimited account, because it probably will be gone for forever. All right, Patricia Bell said, instead of looking at a blank screen wondering what and how to write copy for my sales page and sales video, I use funnel scripts. It has allowed me to save so much time. It's super easy to answer some questions. It instantly pops out all my copy for me. I love it. Joshua said, Jim Edwards, thank you so much for creating this awesome software. This has literally shaved days, if not weeks, off of what would have normally taken me to create any type of method. How do you say that word? Methodical sales script. I can't thank you enough. Tom said funnel scripts generate so much more than simply the best headlines, sales content, webinar scripts, video sales scripts, and many other. It simulates the spontaneous activation of new ideas for your business. Pure genius. You should. I
also want to say something real quick. I love it when people use these big SAT words. You know, remember the SAT?
Stimulate, spontaneous activation.
What I want you to realize is that these are really intelligent, smart business people that are using funnel scripts. This is not some gimmick off of some forum somewhere that somebody's selling for $9 and it'll be here until either the cops show up or something. You know, it's like, this is a serious business tool for serious business people. And my question to you is, are you serious about doing funnels? Are you serious about funnel copy? And if you are, then funnel scripts is a legitimate tool that's going to save you time, save you money, and help you to build the real business that you're trying to do.
I love it. Corey said, I hate staring at a blank Word doc. This is like a theme for everyone.
Yep.
If you've written copy before, that is the pain we are solving. If you haven't yet, we are preparing you to not have to go through that pain. I hate staring at a blank Word doc trying to figure out my copy new funnels. Funnel scripts solve that problem with literally the click of a button. Don't think about it, just get it. Thank me later. Jeanette said, Jim, your podcast wizard is amazing. I just started a podcast and this is a lifesaver. Should we show them the podcast wizard?
We can show them that real quick.
Let's demo the podcast wizard.
Okay, so what I want to show you guys now is the podcast and Facebook Live interview wizard. And what makes this really cool is you may not know this, Russell, but I actually spent 10 years as a syndicated newspaper columnist. Wow. So one of the things that I figured out how to do was interview people all over the world. And what I discovered is there were very specific interview templates that worked better than others. There were some things like how'd you get started, FAQ, tips, things like that create really great interviews in a really short space of time. So what this does is this creates interviews where you can interview other people to create your podcast or create your Facebook Live. And so this you can fill out in like 5 minutes. It's going to ask you really hard questions like, who's the host? So this is an example from our buddy Julie. And so it's going to ask, who's the host? What's the title of the show? Who are you interviewing? And then it's going to ask about the audience, your keyword theme, your topic, the benefits of the interview, big payoff, cool secret, and then a little bit about your bio and a call to action, and then show bullets and stuff. I mean, that's it. The cool thing is these show bullets, we write those show bullets for you. So we've got a whole big training that goes with this. But let me show you that basically this gives you 11 or 12 different interviews that you can create and different lengths of interviews. So you could actually use this to create a book. If you wanted to interview somebody, you could get enough content out of them to create a book, honestly. But let's say we were going to do a fast show and we were going to do tips, tricks, okay? So we'll do tips. So here's your interview. Boom, it's ready to go. Here's your tips and tricks. Literally, this was an example we did for Julie live. But hey everybody, welcome to the Digital Marketing Hold the Fluff Show. Today's interview is sponsored by Clickfunnels, helping internet marketers with how to build your first six-figure funnel and other important topics about marketing funnels. Check out clickfunnels.com for more. The title of today's interview is Marketing Funnel Tips, Tricks, and Secrets. Russell Brunson reveals how every internet marketer can build your first six-figure funnel. So, fix that. But anyway, it's got all the questions. Hi, my name is Julie, and today I'm talking with marketing expert, marketing funnels. So here are your questions. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and all of them are customized.
So cool.
With the topic and the audience. So literally all you have to do is take a real brief edit pass on it, and you've got your interview done. Now that's kind of cool, but let me show you some other stuff that this does that's really cool. So we were doing the tips and tricks one right there. So how about the show bullets? So you need bullets to be able to do your marketing. Boom. Here are the show bullets that correspond to the questions that are asked in the interview. So literally you can just copy and paste those bullets.
Using your marketing and your ads and everything.
Correct. And it's going to create your emails. It'll create your show notes. So everybody, you may or may not know, but the big part of doing a podcast are your show notes. So this will write your show notes for you right here. You know, like here's episode 3. So here's the title, tells what it's all about, tells what you're going to talk about, tells all about you, about us. Russell Brunson, expert in marketing funnels. It tells former student athlete, almost declared bankruptcy, built a $100 million company without any venture capital. It's all this stuff gets put in all the right places. So again, you're just copying and pasting your show notes. So this does a lot of other stuff. It'll write your emails to announce your episodes. It'll write your iTunes descriptions so that you can, and it'll write a whole bunch of them too. It's not like you're locked in, oh, it's the same. It sounds the same every time. No, you got dozens of them there. Tons of them here to be able to do that. So like here's one. 3 marketing funnel mistakes every internet marketer needs to avoid. Here's what every internet marketer needs to know about marketing funnels. In this brand new interview, Julie and marketing funnels expert Russell Brunson show you how to build your first six-figure funnel. Download this episode now to get started. Boom. Boom. That is good, right? That's really good. So I'm getting fired up. This is a crazy cool tool. This will give you a whole bunch of show title templates. So if you're like, well, I don't like that default one. You know what? I don't like it either. So let's write some others. Would it be okay if I create a few dozen for you for you to choose from? So how about quick marketing funnel tips? Quick marketing funnel tips every internet marketer needs to know. Look at all of these. Great. There's 100 of them. There's a couple hundred. So that's basically what this does. It'll write your email. Oh, hey, how about, you want to build some ads to promote your show? Yes, we do. All right, let's build some ads real quick. Come on, gosh, you're kind of needy there, but okay. So we've demoed this, but ads are basically made up of headline, body, call to action. Instead of me telling you, okay, here's a complete ad, I let you build your own. So here's your headline. What every internet marketer needs to know about marketing funnels. Okay, that's pretty good. So now I need a body for my ad. Okay, so let's come down here because I got tons and tons of headlines and stuff, but 7 surefire tips on how to build your first six-figure funnel. That's pretty good. So, but we'll use that first one. So, how long do you think the interview would be, Russell?
Probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay, so here's a 30-minute interview that reveals 7 ways anybody can build your first six-figure funnel. That's pretty good. So now we need a call to action. Let's look down here for a call to action. Click here now for instant access to the Marketing Funnels interview. Boom. So,
and this is just one script inside of Funnel Scripts. This was crazy.
Yeah. This could be its own hour-long demo.
Yeah, we could just sell this for the same price. Might as well.
Yeah, here's emails asking if you got to find somebody to interview. Here's how you can. It'll write an email for you to send to somebody, ask if you can interview them.
Ooh, nice.
Or you can also send somebody. Anyway, it does all kinds of cool stuff. And if you're going to do any kind of Facebook Live, you're going to do a podcast, or you think you want to, this script will help you do it, and it's included as part of Funnel Scripts.
All right, now you guys know how to do podcasts as well. I don't know, it does everything.
We need the Five Guys hamburger wizard. We need something that makes really tasty burgers and fries. I'm just saying.
That's coming. It's coming soon, hopefully.
We'll make a recipe wizard.
All right, before Jim creates the recipe wizard, it's time to go now. Go to Funnel Scripts. The link is right here somewhere on the page. You will see it. Go to that link right now, and when you go there, you can get signed up again for unlimited account for $797. Go now before we go crazy and bring back the monthly or the yearly fees, which have been in Funnel Scripts for the last 3 years. This is the first time and probably last time you guys can get unlimited access. So you got to go right now before we add those things back in. Alex said Funnel Scripts is my secret weapon for trading the taunt of a blinking cursor on a blank page for powerful sales copy that I can copy and paste. I use the downloadable wizard words regularly to help me unlock my imagination and help me get unstuck. Jim, you want to read Susanna's?
Susanna says, I've been using Funnel Scripts for a few years now. It's one of those special tools that I reach out for when I need to explore ideas and also when I want more framework guidance on how to use the right copy. Since English is not my native language, the Funnel Scripts became one of my power tools to use when it comes to copy, but it goes beyond that. It's teaching me how to get my message across and how to speak to the right audience. Oh, by the way, it's a major time saver too. Each year the content is growing and I'm very grateful for being able to learn from Jim's copywriting unicorn mastery.
Oh yeah. I think it's interesting because for her, she said English is not her first language, but for most people, like selling is not their first language, right?
Right.
And so like, even if it's like, well, I speak English perfectly, it's like, yeah, but you don't know how to speak, how to sell. Like it's a different skill set that took me a decade to learn, took Jim a decade to learn. We're like literally giving you guys that framework. So it's helping you learn that language of selling, which is so powerful. And if you happen to be someone who English isn't your first language, it even helps you even more.
Absolutely. If we hadn't called it Funnel Scripts, we literally would have called it Selling Scripts.
Yeah. Very good. Wyatt said, what I love about Funnel Scripts is it's always evolving and it helps with more than just your copy needs. The mistake is to see Funnel Scripts as just for copy, when it actually helps you to also build out your offer. Okay? It's helping for all different parts of your business. You have some content creation, offer creations, copy, headlines, videos, ads, emails. If you don't have your account yet, go to the link right now on the page. Go get it. Again, $797 for an unlimited account. Brian said...
And we call it an unlimited account because lawyers won't let us say lifetime.
But... we're working on a script for that too. Brennan said, if you're an agency owner and you have clients that you produce copy for, Funnel Scripts is a must-have. So again, if you don't have a business yet, you still need Funnel Scripts because if you want to run your agency, this will simplify the process and it makes you look like a rock star in front of your clients. Gordon said, Funnel Scripts not only works for funnels, it also works for real-world situations also. This platform has changed the way that I view things and I talk the talk. I can definitely change how you do things, build your confidence, and your confidence will go through the roof.
Jimmy Meldrum said, copy sells, period. But most people get stuck on copywriting. They're afraid they'll do all that work and still see no results. Funnel Scripts is the antidote. It does the hard work for you and lets you do you.
So cool. So again, guys, to recap everything you're gonna get, there's so much stuff in here, but you get the Funnel Scripts Unlimited, gives you the DotComSecrets Scripts, Expert Secret Scripts, O.F.A scripts, plus over 60. We tried to demo a ton of them. We couldn't demo all of them, but you're seeing the power behind this every single time Jim demos a new one. You also get the Funnel Scripts blueprints, so you know what script goes in what part of the page. You also get the live monthly group coaching calls with Jim in the future, plus all the back archives, plus his presentations, Funnel Hacking Live. You also get the Copywriting Secrets Masterclass, total value of about what it would cost you to hire a full-time copywriter working in your office, $127,000. You guys get all of this for an unlimited account for just $797 today. And again, right now we are waiving the monthly and the yearly fees that we had in the past. That's something we made up yearly for the literally for the last 3 years. There have been yearly fees tied to Funnel Scripts. This is the first time, maybe the only time, we'll give you guys unlimited access to the account. But you got to go to that special link that's on the page right now to get it before it is gone. Should we do another demo?
Let's do one more demo.
All right, sweet.
So as you know, Russell, I don't have to tell you this. One of the most important parts of your funnel is your one-time offer, your OTO. That's a lot of times, that's where all the money comes from. Because the thing on the front pays for the advertising and mama gets paid on the back end with the OTO. That's what I use to make the money to make mama happy.
Upsell is the secret.
Right. So one of the things in doing an OTO, as I learned from the DotComSecrets book, is that you have to follow a very specific pattern so as not to alienate people that just spent money with you. Not only that, but then you have to present what you want them to buy next in a very specific way. And there are actually two ways to do it. One is as the next thing or the done for you for them if they need some help. And the other one is, I misspoke, the other one is the next thing or the next step. So let's just demo one of those because we actually have both of them. We have the OTO done for you script and the OTO next thing script. So we'll use the example of a funnel concierge service. So let's say somebody just bought a book about funnels, or maybe they just bought Clickfunnels. So instead of me going through that, let me just say it's going to ask you a bunch of questions about what they bought and about what you want them to buy next. And then you're going to click the build button, and this is where all the cool magic happens. All right, and the magic is all happening in the background right now, and that's why the build thing is just going around and around and around and around, and there we go. So I'm just going to read this for you. Somebody just bought Clickfunnels. So congratulations on purchasing Clickfunnels. Your order's not quite finished yet. You made a smart choice, and here's why. You ordered this because you want to create money-making funnels quickly and easily without an expensive webmaster, and that's exactly what this is going to do for you. But let me ask you a question. How would you like my help in coaching? Or if you're doing it for them, you would choose the second option, which is, how would you like to let us do everything for you so you can set up all the pages for your funnel in less than a week? Now, this offer is not for everyone. We're only making this available to you because you proved you're an action taker when you took advantage of Clickfunnels. So I'm going to make a very special one-time offer that's only available right here, right now. What I'm going to share with you right now will help you to professionally design your new sales funnels and make more sales just by letting us do everything for you. I have a service called Funnel Concierge Service. So it just goes through, it tells them what you got, it tells them all the highlights, it tells them what they're going to get, what the bonuses are, what the normal price is, the price drop, and why they should jump on now. And then it will give them the call to action. And then it also has, if you want to include testimonials, you can, and then it'll have the final close. So you can also download these. The cool thing is you can download these as a Word doc, so you can use it as a video script. But we also know that some people don't want to get live on camera. So what this will also do is it will spit this whole thing out for you as, again, a PowerPoint slide deck that you can do a PowerPoint VSL to do your OTO. Don't we sound cool when we say so? Yeah, you can use the VSL for your OTO and all that good stuff. Everybody feels like, yeah, I got all my cool acronyms in here. But literally, this gives you everything you need to be able to pump this bad boy out. It even tells you, hey, choose one of these. Now, I'm gonna be Captain Obvious here real quick. Once you choose the ones you're gonna use, delete the slide that says choose one and option number one, okay? I'm just saying. So, this thing is amazing, and I told the story of on Funnel Hacking Live from the stage. I told the story of when I added an OTO to a site I'd had running for 10 years, and then got all depressed because I saw all the money I left on the table. So one of the things we need to do with any OTO, with any funnel, is we got to have an OTO. These two scripts make it super, super simple to do it, and you do it exactly the way Russell teaches in the .com Secrets book. So we leave nothing to chance. And as always with funnel scripts, we want to help you to just make more sales, make more money, and serve more people.
I want to make sure we're doing everything in our power to make sure that you guys get funnel scripts. Okay, when you believe in your product and your service like we do, we feel like we have a moral obligation. That's why we've been killing ourselves here with you guys today. That's why Jim flew across the country to be here in Boise today. It's why we spend so much time and energy and effort, because we literally feel a moral obligation to you. I know that if you want to be successful in business, I tell people this all the time. There's two tools you need. You need Clickfunnels to build your funnels. You need funnel scripts to get all the copy of your funnels. Those are the two most essential things you have. If you don't have funnel scripts yet, now is the time to get it. There's a special link on this page somewhere. You can see it. Go to that link right now, because right now we have a special offer where you can get unlimited
You're not
access.
allowed to say lifetime.
Apparently you can't say lifetime. So unlimited. For the lifetime of this software, you will have access to all the funnel scripts for just one payment of $7.97 today. We've never done that in the past. There's always been monthly or yearly fees. But when you guys get started right now, you get access to all this stuff. You get all the downloadable wizards. You get the .com Secret Scripts, the Expert Secret Scripts, the One Funnel Away scripts, over 60 total scripts they get inside of funnel scripts.
And more coming all the time.
More always coming. You get the funnel scripts blueprint, the live monthly group coaching calls, copywriting secrets, all that for just one single payment of $7.97 today. But you have to go do that right now. It may not be here the next time, in a week from now, a month. We don't know if this offer is going to be around in the long term. We're doing a test right now. Right now we're testing the unlimited account, and now is the only time you can get it. But you got to go get it right now. So for Jim, for anyone who's sitting on the fence, or I would just love for you to help me push them over. What else you got for them?
I would say you need to think about this. If all of us have the reasons that we want to do funnels. It might be something you want to do for your family. It might be something you want to do for yourself. It might be, like for me, a boss who fired me and told me that I wasn't ever going to amount to anything without him, and I was going to prove him wrong. And I knew that the only way I was going to be able to do that was if I could put up a funnel if I could put up a website that was going to convert, that was going to take people from around the world that I was never ever going to meet and be able to convince them to spend money with me, to put in their email address and to sign up with me, to subscribe, to try, to apply, whatever it is that I wanted them to do, I knew that the only way my life was going to change is if I could get amazing at putting words on a page and having words come out of my mouth that did that convincing. And we have spent the last really 5 years putting funnel scripts together because we worked on it for a year and a half before we released it. And I truly believe that if that is what you want to do, if you want to have the one funnel, you're one funnel away from a funnel changing your life, you must have the ability to create amazing copy. And if you don't have the resources, or you don't have the time, or you don't have a spouse that would allow you to spend $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 hiring a copywriter, or $1,500 to get 5 or 6 emails, funnel scripts is your best option. It's really the only option because of what it does and because of everything you're going to get. And I am staking my personal reputation on it and have been for the last 3 years. This has been my baby. If you think of Clickfunnels here and funnel scripts, Russell's been over here busting his butt with Clickfunnels. I've been over with funnel scripts working just as hard to make it an amazing tool for you guys because we believe in it. And I am 100% certain that no matter what you sell and no matter who your audience is, if you solve a problem or if you satisfy a desire with your service, your product, your software, your coaching, your book, your course, your training, whatever it is you sell, then funnel scripts will work for you, no exceptions.
Awesome.
Get it today.
Yeah. Now, I hope you guys see how the passion we have behind this. Like, I think we're this passionate because we both experienced this. You know, Jim shared his sales letter that changed his life. I shared one of mine, but it's happened multiple times in my life. Times when I was going through bankruptcy and like, one funnel with a really good sales letter like saved me from that. I've had times where we were doing good and we wanted to go to the next level and we got stuck, we couldn't grow, and it was one funnel with one good converting sales letter that shifted everything. And it's happened over and over and over again. And so for all of you guys who, I don't care if you're in a spot where like you are going down and you're struggling and you're like in the spot where like nothing's working, like it's because the words on the pages aren't right. You fix that, it'll fix everything. Or if you're in a spot where like we're growing like crazy and so you want to amplify that growth, like that's how you do it. It's crazy, like
we're spending a bunch of money on ads and we're just breaking even. You get better copy,
make little tweaks, boom. Everything shifts so fast. Or if you're in a spot where you're stagnant and you want to get to the next level, like it doesn't matter where you are in the business cycle, like this is the answer. It's getting funnel scripts, it's getting the copy and the words on the pages right. And there's no one in the world that loves and knows and understands and respects copy more than Jim and I. And that's why he's put so much time and energy into this project. And he keeps doing it. And again,
every day,
every single day, he's working on scripts. He's making new scripts, making them better. He's doing the training. He's like he is here to serve you. And hopefully you guys feel that today because that's what he's been doing. So again, one last call to action before we start the live encore. It's time to get started right now. So I would open up a new window in a new browser, type in the URL. It's on the page right now. Type that in. Go there right now. Again, it's $797 today. If you get started today, there's no monthly, there's no yearly fees. We've never done that before in the past. This is a test. We may keep this, we may not. We don't know. This is the test, see how it goes. But right now, that opportunity is right here for you. But you got to take action now. Again, everything that's included, you can get the Funnel Scripts Unlimited account that gives you all the DotComSecrets Scripts, Expert Secret Scripts, O.F.A scripts. That's over 60 scripts you get inside of Funnel Scripts. Plus, you get the Funnel Scripts Blueprints, the live monthly group coaching calls with Jim, the Copywriting Secrets Masterclass, a total value of over $127,000. Again, that's not some made-up number. That's a pretty average salary for a good copywriter. And if you were just to hire that person just to fill out the forms for you, that's about what they would charge you on an hourly basis. When Jim did the math on that, you guys get access to all that for just one single payment of $797 today. But you got to take that action and go there right now. It means open up another browser, type that in, type that URL in there, go there and get action today. And that's about it.
I don't know what else we could say except do it today.
Thanks again so much for hanging out today. We appreciate you guys. It's been so much fun. Thank you, Jim, for coming here and being here. And thank you for building this amazing tool, Funnel Scripts. It is changing the lives of thousands of entrepreneurs around the world, and now it's going to change your life as well, but only if you take action and go right now to the website and get started and get signed up.